Oh, edged in the air, but it doesn't carry to the man at point. Babar Azam, the man there. 10 overs gone. Australia are 56 for no loss. We've restarted the broadcast here at Change of Pace just so we can match the your TV screens as close as possible. Thora delay aayega because we're streaming from the internet. But we'll try to get as close as we can. A good delivery from Wahab. Again, him and Amr have looked the most likely to pick up a wicket today. Warner taking a look at his outside edge. With that outside edge as big as some bats that we've seen in the older days. This time on the back foot, played away to backward point. Babar Azam there will field it away. 84 miles an hour that delivery from Wahab, which is slow for him.
यार स्पार्टन के जो बैट हैं वो सारे ही मॉडल उसके काफ़ी हैवी हैं. स्पार्टन के बैट्स यूज़ जो है मुझे लगता है MS धोनी कर रहे हैं, Chris Gayle यूज़.
Yeah, there's some big names. I think even Mohammad Shahzad of the Afghanistan side. What do you make of that saga, by the way? He's been dropped from his.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
and he had an emotional breakdown on Twitter.
Yeah.
जहाँ पे रोते हुए उन्होंने बताया कि जी गलत उनको टीम से बाहर निकाला गया जबकि वो बिल्कुल फिट हैं. टीम ने उनको अनफिट डिक्लेयर कर दिया. एंड यार आई थिंक इंटरेस्टिंग एक और इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़, इवन हर्षा भोगले वाज कंसल्टेड ऑन दैट.
No way. By who?
By Afghanistan team.
But on what
whether
basis?
he should be in the team or no.
This time a little bit of width from Wahab Riaz to David Warner, and he crashes it away straight to the man in deep cover. That is Fakhar Zaman. 57 for no loss after 10.4. A run rate of 5.34. Warner has 28 off 25, so not a typically slow start by him as he did in the series against Pakistan in the UAE. The Finch has been really troubled by the left-handed bowlers of Pakistan, specifically Mohammad Amir. He's just 22 off 39. But yeah, very interesting about that. I didn't know that Harsha Bhogle was consulted.
Yeah, around 9
by the,
people were there in the committee, and one of them was Harsha Bhogle. और it surprised me as well कि हर्षा भोगले भाई कहाँ किस अकाउंट में वो अफगानिस्तान प्लेयर का यानी अफगानिस्तान टीम का लाइनअप डिसाइड कर रहे हैं.
There's no doubt he's one of the greatest cricketing brains to come out of India. I have a lot of respect for him as a commentator as well, especially someone क्योंकि commentary ऐसी job होती है कि इस sport में people just hand it to ex-players. But Harsha is one of those names that's actually made himself through writing, through analysis, through great research of the game of cricket. Wahab Riaz to continue here, this time on the leg side. It's just going to be flicked away from Warner deep into the leg side. Imam al-Haq will come around and cut that off. It'll just be a double there. So yeah, a lot of authority with the name Harsha Bhogle, and up until the BCCI, as producer Surfraz would put it, neutered him in his opinions, or else he used to be very bipartisan. But yeah, what's your opinion on? Do you think you would have kept Shahzad in the side? Because you know that the ICC rules state that you cannot just leave a player out in the middle of a tournament without reason. So they've submitted medical reports to Shahzad. The question that I have is that when you say he's fit, is he actually fit? Because he doesn't have, let's just say he's not the typical figure of an athlete. He doesn't have that.
I don't think that was the kind of fitness they were talking about.
Yeah.
Or wasn't, that kind of fitness was in discussion. यहाँ पे I think they were talking about an injury. उनकी कोई elbow injury थी या finger injury थी. Something of that sort was being considered, और इसीलिए उनको unfit declare किया गया था. बाकी जो उनकी हेल्थ है, अदरवाइज उनकी एथलेटिसिज्म है, उसको I don't think consider किया गया यहाँ.
Shaheen Afridi full length delivery. He's been brought back into the attack now by Sarfraz Ahmed. The ball is finding Imam al-Haq wherever he goes into the field. We have to talk about Imam al-Haq on Change of Pace every time we're on, just because Shah is relentless about him. He was tearing into him on the WhatsApp group a couple days ago again. But just some figures. He's played 30 one-day internationals, has 600s, an average over 50. If I didn't tell you if that was Imam al-Haq, we would be pretty impressed with those numbers.
I would, and even knowing that it is Imam al-Haq, I have no bias as जैसा शाहज़मान he calls him Pachi.
Yeah.
But मुझे ऐसा नज़र नहीं आता. अगर एक प्लेयर जो है अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहा है और टीम को रन्स बना के दे रहा है, तो चाहे 25 से आए या पैसे दे के आए या किसी
नहीं ये प्रेसिडेंट नहीं सेट करना
कत्ल करके आए मैं
देखिए
कहता हूँ कि प्लेयर अगर रन स्कोर कर रहा है तो बस टीम के लिए अच्छा।
Aga has his life priorities set very well. The runs you score matter to him than any other thing that you carry in this world. 63 for no loss after 11.3. ये president तो यार set नहीं करना चाहिए, but I don't think Imam was a Perchi because he played a few seasons in first class cricket before he was brought into the side. Driven away by Warner onto the offside. Imam again, that'll feel that away athletically. He's been a pretty decent fielder for Pakistan as well. This young Pakistani outfit is usually.
खास करके इस मैच में he's everywhere on the ground.
Yeah, the ball is finding him.
जा रही है, भाई साहब भाग के पहुंच रहे होगा.
It is a left-right combination, तो वो उसी side पे ball जा रही है because they're bowling onto the pads of the right-hander and outside off to the left-hander. Look at that, fielding run saved. Actually, those efforts don't flatter to deceive. By Imam. Gopi Khawaja, I think is Khawaja coming in today. He will soon, I think. He'll be here in an hour or so. 65 for no loss after.
यार ठीक है यार, मैं इतना अच्छा नहीं कर रहा, बट ऐसे पूछो तो ना यार, दूसरे बंदे का जब आना होगा आ जाएगा वो.
Twitter is a bit disappointed in the assessment that Pakistan have made on the pitch, and the onus is again falling on Azhar Mahmood's head. वो कह रहे हैं कि भाई आप काउंटी कोच आपने रखा हुआ था और वो काउंटी की पिच नहीं पढ़ सका. Another good delivery from Shaheen Afridi coming in to the left-hander. It'll be a dot ball.
खाली पिच नहीं, मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा डाउट है अजहर महमूद पढ़ क्या सकता है. मुझे नहीं मालूम कि वो यानी पिच तो नहीं पढ़ सकता, और क्या पढ़ सकता है वो.
Yeah, I mean,
मुझे नहीं लगता उन्होंने आज तक कोई कोचिंग मैनुअल पढ़ा. और यार ही इज फेल एज अ कोच. मुझे उनकी कोचिंग बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं है.
2016 से हमारी पेस गिरती भी आ रही है, and 2016 is the exact time that Azhar took on the bowling role. And again, I wasn't, because we won the CT, I guess a lot of it got covered up. And I think a lot of issues with Pakistan cricket were covered up because we won the Champions Trophy. So that was kabhi ye success bhi is it can be dangerous, because on paper we shouldn't have won that tournament, right? It was a tournament that we barely qualified for, the 8th ranked side that gone on to win. Gopi Mewal keh rahe yaar, he loves you and he doesn't mean it that way, but he needs Khwaja's comedy to lessen the pain of what is turning out to be a pretty emphatic opening partnership. Australia are 66 for no loss, and the run rate is treading along quite nicely, 5.42.
लव यू टू ब्रो. बिल्कुल यार, जैसे ही ख्वाजा जी जो आते हैं स्टूडियो में, पूरा स्टूडियो का जो माहौल है वो बेहतर हो जाता है.
Yeah.
तो बिल्कुल, इवन वी वांट हिम टू कम इन एज सून एज पॉसिबल. और यार बिल्कुल पेस ड्रॉप हुई है. विकेट्स की जो हमारी इकॉनमी है वो नीचे गिर गई है, और नंबर ऑफ विकेट्स जो है हमारे बॉलर्स प्रोड्यूस कर पा रहे थे, जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ वो रिड्यूस हो रही है. हमारा जो एक बॉलिंग अटैक होता था, उसको बिल्कुल ही ब्लंट कर दिया इस आदमी ने. Azhar Mahmood is not a good coach, not a good coach at all.
Yeah, I think his time as bowling coach is probably coming to an end for Pakistan. I thought Waqar Yunus was fairly good when he was in charge of the Pakistani side. At least in the bowling department, he made Wahab look a lot better than he was, and the pace crop that we had during that time was pretty bad. We had Bilal Bhatti, we had Rahat Ali, who's still, I think, a great test bowler, but in terms of the limited overs cricket, he wasn't that great. Wahab now going to continue outside off, gets the edge, and it's been dropped at slip by Asif Ali. The first chance of the day for Pakistan. And I don't know why Asif was fielding there. It's usually Babar Azam who takes the mantle at first slip. But these catches are going to come back to haunt Pakistan. It's trickled down to third man for 4. Another drop catch in this tournament for Pakistan. And not much can be said about this effort.
Yeah, this was a regulation catch, by the way.
A regulation catch, like Agha said, right perfectly. It was just at a perfect height. Should have been taken comfortably, and it just crashed through the hands, ripped through the webbing, as they would say. Asif Ali cuts a figure of a sorry man right now as he watches the ball go down to third man for 4. This time on the leg side, and you just can't give batsmen like these chances, as this is a poor delivery. It's escorted down a fine leg for 4. It's going from bad to worse for Wahab Riaz in this over. And I think our mascot's feeling the pain. She's hanging around on the production table. Look at that, straight into the hands. Aga, do you think he would have caught that?
Of course, yeah. Regulation catch.
आगा हमारे इंडोर क्रिकेट के कीपर भी हैं.
सिंपल कैच था, बट यस इट वाज टुवर्ड्स हिज लेफ्ट. राइट का कैच पकड़ने में थोड़ी आसानी होती है. ये जो क्रिकेट खेलते हैं या देखते हैं उनको बिल्कुल मालूम होगा. कैच हल्का सा आपके लेफ्ट पे हो तो थोड़ी मुश्किल ज़रूर पेश आती है, बट ये बहुत ही मैं कह सकता हूँ उनकी लाइन में ही आ रहा था. हल्का सा लेफ्ट पे था, बट आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड किस तरह ऐसे कैचेस कैसे ड्रॉप हो जाते हैं जब आपको यानी इतने 20 करोड़ 22 करोड़ की आवाम में से आप 11 आदमियों को सेलेक्ट किया है एक मैच खेलने के लिए और एक टूर्नामेंट खेलने के लिए. यू आर बीइंग पेड फॉर इट. यानी इस टाइप की आपसे गलतियां कैसे हो जाती हैं? यानी या आपके अंदर टैलेंट नहीं है या आपको कैच करने नहीं आते, और अगर नहीं आते तो आप टीम में क्या कर रहे हैं?
Right then, Shaheen on the leg side. This is clipped away from Finch. This is it's becoming a bit of an awful start for Pakistan here, because David Warner didn't really get runs in the past in this World Cup or in the series leading up to it, but now it looks like he's coming into form against Pakistan. We say this on Change of Pace all the time. If you're out of form, come play against Pakistan. You'll get runs. Finch ko bhi hum form mein leke aaye the, as Chacha ji on the screen is swatting away some selfie hungry fans. 77 for no loss after 13.1 overs. Shaheen now continuing a short pitch delivery that will probably be called wide. It's just given as 1 for the over. Warner tried to slash that away down to third man. Agar aapki jo baat hai catches wali, I don't think it's a lack of talent. I think it's just sometimes the big occasion that gets to you as a player, because Asif Ali hasn't really played this type of cricket before this. And again, catches go down by some of the best players in the world as well. It's just that this tournament it's happening far too regularly for Pakistan. Shaheen now coming into the third delivery of this over. Waits on this one. David Warner cuts it away to third man, who feels it comfortably, just a single. 78 for no loss.
Yeah, the frequency of this catch drops Pakistan के अंदर, this is what infuriates me. अभी फ़खर जमान ने पिछले मैचेस में जो है कैच ड्रॉप किए हैं. आसिफ अली ने कैच ड्रॉप किए हैं. बाकी प्लेयर्स हमारे कैच ड्रॉप कर रहे हैं. यानी यार एज सिंपल एज दैट, कैचेस विन मैचेस, और कैचेस ये लड़के छोड़ते जा रहे हैं जब चांसेस हमारे बॉलर्स यानी पहले तो लाइन सही नहीं बोल करवा रहे, और जब लाइन सही बोल करवाई है, एज प्रोड्यूस करवा ही लिया है, तो आप कैच ड्रॉप कर दोगे यार, बॉलर की तो कॉन्फिडेंस की धज्जियां उड़ जाती हैं.
Yeah, it's true.
तो आप उसके आगे क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं?
It's not easy being a Pakistan bowler. When you do get it right, the fielders don't help, and that really just takes away another mode of dismissal for you. Amir's comeback has been just plagued by drop catches off of his bowling as well. Warner now 34 off 33, Finch 37 off 49. Sarfraz Ahmed cutting a sorry figure behind the stumps so far. His bowlers really haven't done the work here. This is pulled away from Warner. It'll go straight to the deep square boundary for 4. Australia are now capitalizing on the start that Pakistan have provided them on a platter with some poor short pitch bowling.
शॉर्ट पिच
and a drop catch as well to accompany.
यार शॉर्ट पिच बॉल सीधा उसके पैड्स पे आती हुई, बल्कि मैं कहता हूँ हिप पे आती हुई बॉल, और लड़के ने क्या जो है पुल कर दिया, बाउंड्री.
Yeah, the mood of this game is now swinging again, like as the pendulum of Pakistan cricket often does. We're moving from the high of the England game back to the lows of the West Indian nightmare that we had. It's coming in to Warner from Shaheen Afridi as he plays it back to the bowler for no run. Mohammad Hafiz now in the young bowler's ear, and he looks quite upset as well. And you don't really see that from the professor on the field. He's usually a cool, calm head. Gopimia Kawal on Twitch has some opinions saying they've completely abandoned the idea of the seam-up delivery. Only cross-seamers by all of them. Yeah, I mean, even in the West Indies game, I think Hassan Ali ne jab bowling open ki, so he started with cross-seam deliveries, which is so unlike of Pakistan. It's a good point that you've made there. But he's confident that we're still going to win this, despite the shit bowling performance, as he's termed it. Moving across his stumps, Finch, as he places away onto the leg side. They're coming back for two. Great running from the Australians. The shoulders are now dropping for the Pakistanis in the field, but you have to say it's early days. They cannot lose hope right now. A couple wickets here, and it'll expose a fairly thin Australian batting order, because, like you said, Finch, Warner, and Smith are the 3 wickets that you're looking at. After that, it is smoother sailing for the bowling side.
It will be, और यार बॉल थोड़ा सा पुराना हो जाए, वहाब रियाज और हसन अली दोनों जो है, oh, that is a good ball from Wahab Riaz. बिल्कुल ही pads पे, I think it was plumb, but
yeah, because he's coming around, he's coming over the wicket, so sorry, around the wicket. It's just not going to work for him. I think that's pitching outside leg. Wahab is convincing his captain. I thought it was pitching outside leg, so that might be the review wasted for Pakistan as well. We'll go upstairs. Aaron Finch is not convinced either. It was definitely hitting the stumps, but it's just a matter of pitching in line or not. And from that angle, it's always difficult for the umpire to give that. Let's take a look at the no ball. I think that's well behind the line. It's Wahab Riaz, so that should not be a problem. This is his second wicket-checking opportunity that he's created, and I think that's pitching well outside the line, and it's also very high. So it's a poor review. Let's check out the Ultra Edge. Nothing on that, but I think he's on his toes as Aaron Finch, so it's going, in my opinion, well over the top, even if it does pitch in line, which is also going to be... Oh, it's pitching in line. I think more than half the delivery, but it'll just... Yeah. Oh, it's umpire's call. So the silver lining for Pakistan is that it's clipping the bails, so they won't lose the review. But a good review nonetheless. I thought it was pitching outside the leg.
It was a good review. और यार मुझे तो फर्स्ट लुक में यही लगा था कि it was plumb. नहीं मुझे फर्स्ट लुक में यही लगा था कि it was plumb. But नहीं, I didn't notice that. मैंने तो देखा था जो बॉल की लाइन है, हाँ बिल्कुल मुझे लग रहा था सेंटर में है, और बिल्कुल सेंटर विकेट पे ही थी, बट काफी ऊंची थी, यानी खाली बेल्स जो आप क्लिप कर ली.
Yeah, good call. Maybe there's something. Maybe there's something in there for you as an umpire down the line. It's back of the length delivery from Wahab, again played on the back foot by Finch for no run. Wahab and Amr again been the star bowlers for Pakistan, both of which were not in the preliminary World Cup squad. So again, you have to doubt the selection of this Pakistan think tank. They went in with 15 with almost no wicket-taking bowlers. Short pitch delivery, that has troubled Finch. He had no idea about that one, and you can see Wahab is back to his Australian best. And the hairs behind Agha's neck are standing up now, as he's finally getting to see a little bit of what he wants to from the Pakistani bowlers, and that is really, really hurt Aaron Finch as he's trying to take away the pain in the middle of the pitch. Yeah, just hit him high on the elbow, I think. Let's have a look from the other angle. Yeah, that's going to leave a mark. Have you ever been hit by a short one, Agha?
Yes, but that was a tape ball, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. It is better than a hard delivery, isn't it?
Yeah.
85 for no loss after 14.4, run rate of 5.8. And Wahab, like his hairline, is fired up. Full delivery this time. Good changeup from him, straight to the man at point. And an attempted single will go in vain as well. But the overthrow might lead to another direct hit, and he was out. Goodness gracious, Pakistan, what are you doing? 2 chances in the over. They've both been let go of. Well, the first one was on an umpire's call, so we're being a little harsh. Look at this. This was driven away straight to the man at point, who went for a direct hit. Direct hit would have been safe. And on the overthrow, Shoaib Malik went for the direct hit. This would have been out, certainly. Even if there was a man backing up, it would have been out. Goodness me. Poor cricket from Pakistan all round, and great awareness from the Aussie batsman to steal a single from the Pakistanis. Wahab again this time. He tries to completely... This was not a bad delivery. I know it'll be given wide, but he saw the batsman moving across his stumps. And if the Yorker was onto leg stump, it would have been bowled. So the first attempt would have been safe. Yeah, would have been safe, but the second one was surely out.
नहीं, और वो बात बिल्कुल ठीक है. अगर एक फील्डर जो है वहाब, व्हाट वाज वहाब रियाज अप टू, ये अपनी यानी बॉलिंग मार्क पे जा रहे हैं, यानी फील्डिंग वगैरह सब भूल चुके हैं हम लोग.
Yeah,
हमारे players यानी
yeah,
क्या
back up on his way. No, slower delivery from Wahab Riaz, a Yorker this time. They just played back from David Warner. You have to also notice that the runs are coming are difficult to come by for the batsmen versus Wahab and Amir. The runs have majorly come from Shaheen and Hassan Ali. So that every single that the Australians steal is going to be vital for them against this part of Pakistan's bowling.
Releases a lot of pressure, यानी खास करके बड़े बॉलर के अगेंस्ट हम लोग बात करें यहाँ पे मोहम्मद आमिर और वहाब रियाज, दोनों पाकिस्तान की एक्सपीरियंस्ड बॉलर्स. इनके खिलाफ जो है आई थिंक देयर गेम प्लान इज़ टू टेक देयर सिंगल्स, और जब तक these singles keep coming we won't be able to build that pressure.
Kevin Peterson on Twitter is saying someone needs to tell Shaheen that in England, at his pace, he has to pitch the ball he has to pitch the freaking ball up. So it's just a bit like what our commentators have been saying, what we've been saying. I feel like everybody agrees to it except Azhar Mahmood. And Abhi Khwaja to abhi idhar aaya nahi hai, warna he would have been ripping him a new one.
यार अजहर महमूद वो काम कर रहे हैं जो 90s में इंडियन बॉलिंग कोचेस करते थे, 90s और 2000 में.
Yeah, but the thing was that the 90s में इंडिया के पास बॉलिंग भी नहीं थी इतनी अच्छी कि कोच करने के लिए.
हो भी तो वो काम क्या कर रहे थे, यानी अपने लाइन और लेंथ के चक्कर में बॉलर की पेस जो है सारी बॉलर की पेस जो है वो ख़त्म कर देते थे. और पेस ख़त्म हो जाती थी, बॉलर का कॉन्फिडेंस ख़त्म हो जाता था, ना लाइन रहती थी, ना लेंथ रहती थी, ना पेस रहती थी. और यानी आप इंडियन फास्ट बॉलर 90s और 2000s के, यानी आपको मुझे नहीं लगता कोई नाम याद ज़हीर खान या इरफान पठान, इन दोनों के अलावा मुझे नहीं लगता आपको कोई नाम याद आएगा इंडियन फास्ट बॉलर्स का. जिनका नाम याद आएगा वो मजाक ही.
Speaking of the Indian camp, as Shaheen starts off his fifth over, starts with 2 dots. Oh, much better from him. This is a big appeal, but I think it's going missing the off stump. He's asking for another review here. Nigel Long, who's usually good with his calls, has walked across. He's not entertaining this from the Pakistanis at all, but neither is Sarfraz. No review for this one. Shaheen was very animated. I'd like to see, because Finch again was walking across his stumps, I'd like to see a replay of this.
Yeah, I think it was pretty close, but
missing the off stump.
नहीं, क्योंकि Finch was moving to इतना मुझे.
No, too high.
Yeah, too high.
Way too high.
Way too high.
Animated from Shaheen Afridi. By the way, like I mentioned earlier, Rishabh Pant is coming in for Shikhar Dhawan. For the Indians. It's been confirmed by the ICC right now. Full delivery from Shaheen. This is a much better comeback. I feel like he's just read Kevin Peterson's tweet. His length has completely changed, hasn't he?
Do you know Shikhar Dhawan will still be staying with the Indian camp until the World Cup?
Well, he's only out for 3 weeks, so he might be back. And I'm telling you, if he's fit, he's the man. He's the first name on my team sheet. A phenomenal ICC tournament player. He gets 100 every time he goes out there. Desi Cricketer is saying who's a new person in the comms box. Our gracious host Agha, who's joined us today. Khwaja will join us a bit later, and Surkhail and Emma Jr. The production staff will also join us a bit down the line because they're all at work. There's some comments coming in about how we're a little too pessimistic, even for a Pakistani crowd. 87 for no loss after 15.5. It has been that kind of performance, but good signs now for Pakistan as Babar misfields magnificently. You wanted optimism, you little shits, you get that. He jumped over the fucking ball, and it went straight for 4. There's nothing optimistic about this team today besides Wahab Riaz and Mohammad Amir. And that's annoying as well because they weren't even in the 15 that were selected for this goddamn tournament.
Desi Cricketer, hi. Kaun hai aap?
I'd like to remind you that you are a happily married man.
बिल्कुल यार, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह. But यार मुझे यानी पहली बार कोई कमेंट कर रहा है मेरे नाम से मुझे जो है बुला रहे हैं, तो बिल्कुल अच्छा लगता है यार.
Gopi Mia Kawal is really invested into this World Cup. It's 5:40 a.m. where he is, and he's tuning to the game live. He's tuning to us live too, so thank you for doing that. 91 for no loss after 16 overs. Gogo the Cat hanging around. Just much like the Pakistani fielders, jumping over things and letting the ball run to the boundary. 91 for Mohammad Hafiz, first spinner of the day for Pakistan. I think this is a good positive. This is a good positive change. Good aggressive change from the Pakistani captain. He will start off to the left-hander, so it might be a good decision this time. It's guided away to a short, fine leg. As Gogo the Cat just climbing over the laptop again. Desi Cricketer saying 6:40 a.m. here. Goodness me. Some of these early birds. If we lose today, it's going to be because Desi Cricketer and Gopi Mia Kawal skipped out on Fajr. 92 for no loss. 16.1 overs gone. Starts off with a leg by. Does Mohammad Hafiz. Aaron Finch ready to face. Cut away, and I think that's another drop catch. It is. This time by Captain Sarfraz. Disappointment in Mohammad Hafiz's face and his mustache. It's been put down. This is the second time we've let Finch go. Yep. That is a drop. Come on, that's a drop catch. It's been cut away straight into his gloves. Hafiz now coming around down the track from Finch as he crashes just past the bowler straight to the straight boundary for 4. It looks like this is going to be a definite century for Finch because the amount of chances that Pakistan have presented him on a platter. A beautiful way to negate the spin, though. It came down the track. Hafiz brave enough to get down to it, but it completely evaded him because of the pace. Straight to the boundary behind the umpire for 4. Cut away on the back foot, and this time it will be another boundary for Finch. Beautiful batting this. He is carving Hafiz into pieces. 9 runs off of this over already.
फिंच मेक्स 52 हाफ सेंचुरी हो गई फिंच की यहाँ पे पहले 2 ओवर जो है फिंच ने मेडन भी खेले मोहम्मद आमिर के नाउ ही इज 52 फ्रॉम 63 बॉल्स दो मेडन खेलने के बाद और मुझे लगता है एक ड्रॉप चांस था एलबीडब्ल्यू चांस था और
big shot from Finch and he's got to the pitch of the delivery. It's just gonna beautifully loft this comfortably into the stands over long on for a 6. The 100 came up for Australia and this over as well. There are now 106 for no loss. The ball seems to be lost in the crowd.
I think भाई स्पिनर निकालने का जो डिसीजन था ना वो बहुत ही अच्छा था. ये जिस तरह हफीज को कूट रहे हैं वो पता लग रहा है कि स्पिनर क्यों निकाले गए थे.
Yeah, maybe, but again Hafiz sometimes he has a knack of going for runs. 14 runs coming off of his first 5 deliveries. It's been tough for the Pakistani bowlers today. False start from Hafiz going back to his mark. He's an experienced campaigner. One of the commenters are asking, is he the oldest cricketer at the World Cup? He's got to be there and abouts. I think him, Shoaib Malik, some patriotic music to instill the green blood that is running through all of our veins, because we need all the help that we can get. Right, so the people that are up at the weird times around the world to watch this game, watch Pakistan play, what do you make of the decision to bowl first, because it hasn't paid dividends yet? Would you rather have Shadab in the side over Shaheen, because Shaheen's first spell was pretty awful to look at? Tell us your thoughts. I mean, that's what Change of Pace is all about. If you're joining us today, make sure you tell your friends and your family and your wives and your children and your pets and everyone to listen in. You can listen to us on YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. You'll find the link on Twitter, and we're on Instagram as well and our cat's on Instagram as well now. So people are going places here. But yeah, shoot in your comments. Tell us about the game. Tell us what you want to do with Azhar Mahmood's dying career. Maybe he can join us on Change of Pace as a pundit. I would pay to listen to him and Khwaja in a studio for an hour. That would be very interesting. 107 for no loss are the Australians. It's been easy going for them because Pakistan have let down some of their chances. A drop catch by Sarfraz, a drop catch by Asif Ali, a missed run-out chance from the deep because there was no one backing up. It's been a Pakistan performance of the old. It's been a Pakistan performance that we'd like to forget about so far.
एक चीज़ मुझे समझ नहीं आती, यानी सिलेक्शन कैसे होती है. टीम सिलेक्शन को मैं साइड पे रख रहा हूँ, यानी कोच सिलेक्शन कैसे होती है. यानी आपके पास वकार यूनुस अवेलेबल है, आपके पास वसीम अकरम अवेलेबल है, आपके पास दुनिया भर के अच्छे बॉलर्स यार, अच्छे जिनका नाम है बॉलिंग में, फास्ट बॉलिंग में. यार आप श्रीलंका के बॉलर्स बड़े फास्ट अच्छे बॉलर्स थे श्रीलंका के पास. यानी मैं नहीं बोल रहा आप जो है ऑस्ट्रेलिया से ही लेके आओ, आप यूरोप से लेके आओ, आप अफ्रीका से लेके आओ. मैं बोल रहा हूँ आपके एशिया के अंदर ही, आपके मुल्क के अंदर ही, पाकिस्तान के अंदर ही फास्ट बॉलर्स मौजूद हैं. अजहर महमूद जैसे यानी बिलो एवरेज बॉलर को अपना कोच बनाने की क्या ज़रूरत है आपको? मुझे समझ में नहीं आती ये बात, किस तरह सिलेक्शन कैसे होती है इनकी.
यार basically the process I'm just slightly familiar with. There's an RFP, like a job advertisement that's actually put out in the papers. So you're allowed to submit your CV as well. But I really don't know who makes the call that who to hire. I think it's the PCB chairman. I'm pretty sure the selection committee has to do it as well. Beautiful delivery from Shaheen Afridi to start off with. It's a Yorker that is just gotten the bottom edge of Aaron Finch's bat, bounced off the pitch, and come back to hit the stumps on the runner's end. But nothing will come of that because you need some contact for a run out to be in question. 107 for no loss. Look at that. The umpire taking evasive action as well. Because we saw in the England-West Indies game that there was was it the West Indies game? It was another game. Good delivery again from Shaheen Afridi, but it's a no ball. But that was the only thing missing in this bouquet of shit that the Pakistani bowlers have been put together this morning in Taunton. So this is going to be a free hit for Aaron Finch, who is, for David Warner nonetheless, who's going at a strike rate of slightly above 100, 38 off 37. Muhammad Amr and the great Imad Wasim having a chat on the sidelines. Do you think Imad Wasim should have been played more often at this World Cup? He was left out, I think, of the England game, and I think even in the West Indies game. We'll come back to that after this free hit. We'll get back to that. We have a couple fans that are in Taunton today. They've been tweeting us some photos. So if you are in Taunton, if you are at the game, make sure you hit us up and let us know how the match is like. A good delivery for a free hit from Shaheen Afridi. It's actually the kind of delivery that he should bowl regularly. Pitched up to David Warner, driven away to the inside of the circle. No run. 109 for no loss. Right, your thoughts on Imad Wasim as a cricketer? And
बिल्कुल Imad Wasim. What I wanted to have a look at was his batting performance.
109 for no loss. Beautiful shot from David Warner. It's cut away from the inner circle, but good fielding again from Imam Al Haq. He's been really good in the field today. They'll come back for two, but not to a lack of effort of Imam Al Haq.
यार मैं इमाद वसीम की एक्चुअली अगर स्टैट्स यहाँ पे सामने आ सकते हैं तो मैं देखना चाहूँगा इमाद वसीम की बैटिंग परफॉर्मेंस, क्योंकि ही हैज़ बीन वेरी एग्रेसिव डाउन दी ऑर्डर. और कुछ अरसे से मैं देख रहा हूँ कि शॉट्स भी सेंसिबल खेल रहे हैं. स्ट्रेट बैट के साथ शॉट्स खेल रहे हैं, स्ट्रेट शॉट्स खेल रहे हैं और बाउंड्रीज प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं. ही हैड गुड शोल्डर्स ऑलरेडी जहाँ पे यानी वो 6 हिटिंग में या बाउंड्रीज सपोर्ट करते थे ऑलरेडी, जो हमारे काफी प्लेयर हमारे कैप्टन के पास वो शोल्डर्स नहीं जो 6 प्रोड्यूस कर सकते.
No, he's not a big hitter at all. He's more of a player that rotates the strike. By the way, Imad has an average of over 45.
Over 45
in the past year or so.
Exactly what I'm talking about. More than his bowling, yes, he has a very decent bowling. बहुत ज़बरदस्त लाइन फॉलो करते हैं वो अपनी. स्पिन इतनी ज़्यादा नहीं, बट जो उनकी लाइन और लेंथ है स्पिन के लिए, इट इज़ परफेक्ट. मैं ज़्यादा फैन हूँ.
A beautiful delivery from Shaheen Afridi right outside off stump. Aaron Finch was just trying to defend that away, but it just missed the outside edge. and went straight to the keeper. He's bowling at a brisk pace here as Shaheen, 88 miles per hour. Good bowling from him as well. Not seam up as some of the fans would want it to be, but still getting the desired result, almost. People are asking in about if we're going to have an Indian guest on for the 16th. I think Clive will be joining us in studios for that game too. So we'll have a mixed bag of emotions here. But sometimes as Pakistan fans, you'd like to look at the next game when one is going bad because they're a team that bounces back quite prolifically. That might not be the case here because we're not used to beating India in the World Cups. In fact, we've never done it in any format of the World Cup, for that matter. I always ask this question every time we come across an India game, and it's just such a... You can't avoid them. They're just so big. They're one of the biggest sporting events in the global sporting calendar. Agha, do you think there's any hope of us beating India at this World Cup?
Of course, यार, the things happening back home. आज तक हमने वो नहीं सोचा था जो चीज़ें पाकिस्तान के अंदर हो रही हैं वो हो गई.
True.
और अब जो है बाहर भी हमारी टीम भी ऐसे परफॉर्म करेगी जो पहले कभी नहीं हुआ अब होगा.
Yeah, taking a look at some of the Pakistani bowlers. Shaheen Afridi, 7.5 economy. Hafiz, 15 runs of his over. Wahab has gone for 21 off of his 4. And Mohammad Ahmed, the pick of the bowlers, 2 maidens for his 4. As Hafiz will continue here. Bad delivery, and it's not been put away from Finch. It was on the leg side. An easy boundary for him. But he sweeps and it crashes into his pad. No chance of LBW. Was well outside leg stump. Sarfraz Ahmed in Finch's ear, as he usually is when he's up to the stumps. 61 off 70 is Aaron Finch. Mohammad Hafiz getting ready to come up with his second delivery of his second over. Good delivery this time. It just squares Finch up as he defends back to Shadab Khan, who's fielding at a very short mid-off position. I think he's on for Mohammad Amir as a substitute fielder. Down the track from Finch, trying to negate that spin, but he expertly guides it into the leg side. The man from a squarish fine leg will field this to Sarfraz Ahmed. It'll just be a single. Much better over from Hafiz so far, keeping the batsman quiet. But that's not what the doctors ordered for Pakistan now. They need wickets and wickets galore.
यार हफीज को लाया गया है लेफ्ट हैंड बैट्समैन को बोल करने के लिए और वार्नर अब आया स्ट्राइक पे. पिछले ओवर में भी नहीं आया था, इस ओवर में स्ट्राइक पे आया. Something will happen inshallah.
For sure, this is driven away from Warner, beats the inner fielder, but I think he got a hand to it. Shadab Khan, a diving Shadab Khan, as Fakhar Zaman with his lazy elegance will throw it back to Sarfraz Ahmed for just a single. These people have got these apartments right next to the Taunton County Cricket Ground. What a privilege it is for them today.
Apartments हैं या यानी ये hotel apartments हैं, I guess.
I'm not really sure. It looks like
I think कौन सा है ये Holiday Inn है बिल्कुल that surrounds the stadium.
Oh, does it? Okay, I'm not familiar with.
Holiday Inn की या I think it's Hilton. Hilton
Okay.
की balcony से जो है आप match बिल्कुल देख सकते हो.
Ooh, this is a wide delivery from Mohammad Hafiz.
And from what I've heard is they charge a lot. They double their prices during matches.
Really? Wow. News from Khwaja is that he is driving all the way down to the studio, so we're going to have him soon. Hassan Chima, media gag on Twitter, saying, considering the pitch and overhead conditions, Pakistan have been awful. Might be their worst bowling performance in months, if not years. That is dramatic from Hassan. But it was good from Hamdamar up front. I think Shaheen Afridi just didn't compliment it at all. Russell Arnold on Twitter is not holding back. He's saying, looks like a point dropped for Sri Lanka the other day against Pakistan. Interesting. Here we go. Hassan Ali now again for his second spell. He's bowled 3 overs for 15 runs. Starts off with a leg stump delivery, back of the length. It's played away from Warner for a single. Gopi Kawal has done. He's gone through his prayers and is applauding him for that. Wicket का time यार वैसे wicket 2 दफा तो आई थी but हमने कबूल ही नहीं की इसको. 118 for no loss. As some of the Australians in the crowd are enjoying the Pakistani hospitality. I think there's some a mixed crowd in today. Let's just keep it that way. Hassan Ali, full delivery this time, gets the inside edge onto the leg side. Shaheen Afridi with his fast bowling legs will come and collect that, but that man Imam Ulaq right there to back him up. 2 runs.
This man is everywhere today on the field.
I think it's just because he's good looking.
Imam Ulaq?
Oh, come on, he's a good looking lad. Really?
What?
Is that a fact? So a factoid from a producer / statsman today, Sarfraz is saying that Imam wanted to be a model before he became a cricketer. Right. I remember reading that, but I didn't catch that. Anyway, sort of a length from Hassan Ali again. Okay, since you brought up Usman Samiuddin, I mean, I personally am a huge Usman fanboy. I even went to one of the test matches creepingly knowing that he was going to be there to get his book signed by him. I think he's the best cricketing writer to come out of Pakistan. Not just because of how good he is as a writer, but because of the amount of research and time that he's put in to document Pakistan cricket. The people that are listening in today, could you tell us who your favorite Pakistani writers are? Maybe it's not Usman, maybe it's someone else. Driven from Aaron Finch straight to the man at mid-off. No run. Agha, do you have a favorite Pakistani writer? Or even any other cricket writer for that matter?
Cricket writer... Bob Woodward की book किसने लिखी थी?
Did you read that?
Yes, I did.
Was it a ghostwriter or was it an author? Maybe producer Sir Frost can take a look.
I don't know who wrote the book, but...
Because very rarely are they written by the... Was it an autobiography or biography?
It was a biography.
It was a biography, okay.
And it came out after Woodward's death.
Okay. That doesn't sound like Bob Woolmer. Was that it?
Yeah, Art and Science.
Art and Science. So the book is called Art and Science of Cricket. And so it's written by Bob Woolmer. So maybe he was your favorite cricket writer, yeah. I actually didn't know that he had a book out. Maybe that can be on my cricket reading list. Oh, wow. Also, one of the great cricketing commentators. I'm a big fan of him. Even if I can be like 100th of what he was as a commentator, it'd be amazing. Richie Beno, what an incredible cricketing mind. Oh, Amr Naqvi, yeah, he's really, really good. Also, someone who's written for Cricinfo a few times. I mean, he's a good writer across the board. He does writing on other topics as well, but I'm a fan of his cricketing knowledge too. I think he's been working with a Saudi newspaper recently called Arab News, the Pakistani version. He's doing a World Cup column for them, and which is quite a good read. What I really like about Amr's writing is that he compares cricket to more, I guess, approachable topics for people that wouldn't be familiar with the game. Like his last article, I think, compared the Pakistani team to some sort of fairy tale story. I can't remember which one exactly, but it was another good read from Amr.
ये चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी के बाद वाला होगा, फेरी टेल स्टोरी वाला.
नहीं, अभी
तो ये एक डिजास्टर, एक नाइटमेयर, एक
Greek tragic hero वाली story बन रही है. 123 for no loss, 1-2-3 on the board. We wouldn't mind a bit of a collapse here. These three cricketers come in with a familiar cricketing name, Rahul Bhattacharya as well. Yeah, he's a good writer too. A big shot from Aaron Finch. It's got a lot of height on it, and I think it'll go the distance. We'll have to have a look. Yeah, it does. Straight into the stands in Taunton. It's the second six of the day for Australia. Mohammad Hafiz has been taken to the cleaners, and he might want to unwind his beard and focus more on his bowling here. 129 for no loss, or the Aussies. It might be a long 50 overs for the Pakistanis today. Yeah, the only other side of the coin here that we can take a look at is that if the Aussies are batting this comfortably, the Pakistanis will be able to do so. This is a flat six again from Aaron Finch. He is really coming into his own in this innings. All Mohammad Hafiz can muster up right now is a sheepish-looking smile back to the batsman, as this is his second back-to-back six. What a shot that is, Agha. It's just flat over the vacant leg side boundary, 77-meter Bira hot sauce six. We're not getting paid for that.
Line और length जो है, अगर ball spin नहीं हो रही है, like I shouldn't be the one, जिसके दिमाग में खाली ये आइडिया है. मोहम्मद हफीज़ को खुद इतनी समझ है, इज कॉल्ड द प्रोफेसर. अगर बॉल स्पिन नहीं हो रही है, अपनी लाइन और अपनी लेंथ चेंज करें. 2 बॉल एक 6 पढ़ने के बाद वापस उसी लाइन पे बॉल करवा रहे हैं. यानी कोई अपनी अक्ल पे बंदा हाथ मारे यार.
Yeah, it is disappointing. He's persistent on that leg stump line. जितना तुम कह रहे हो आगा. But let's see what it turns out to be
और
here.
आपने देख लिया पहले ओवर में ही हफीज़ के पीछे जो है.
Ooh, another false start from Hafiz. At this point, I think he's doing this on purpose. क्योंकि इसने पिछले ओवर में भी किया था.
यार आपने देख लिया पहले ही ओवर हफीज़ का आया, फिंच ने मारना शुरू कर दिया था. आप शुएब मलिक को ले आओ यार इंस्टेड ऑफ हिम, और bring Hafiz only when Warner is on strike for the over.
A change in line from Hafiz this time. This is dabbed down to a short third man for a single. Aaron Finch now looking comfortable at the crease. He's really made this innings his own. 79 off 80. And Adam Zampa and Marcus Stoinis, our favorite cricketing bromance, on the screen right now as he bowls to the left-hander like Agha had suggested. David Warner just defends it away. And now the strike rates have shifted, haven't they? Finch is going at a faster pace than Warner now, so a good.
Yeah, because Warner is closing in to his
50.
His 50.
I don't think he really cares about that, does he? Though.
Yeah, I think back of the mind हर प्लेयर के ये होता है और होना भी चाहिए. आपके अपने पर्सनल रिकॉर्ड्स जो हैं, इंटरनेशनल रिकॉर्ड्स, वो बिल्कुल बैक ऑफ द माइंड होते हैं. वार्नर का भी ये दिमाग में चल रहा होगा कि अभी 1-2 ओवर जो है वो निकाले, थोड़ा इजी खेले और विकेट्स बचा, अपनी विकेट बचा के खेले, 50 पूरी करे. एंड देन आई थिंक he'll go after the bowling.
Hassan Ali, good short ball this time, but it'll just be gutted away down to fine leg. Mohammad Amir will field that away. Maybe it's time for a Mohammad Amir spell, or is it too early for you right now?
Yeah, I think Hassan Ali should keep bowling. Abhi, I think Hassan Ali has the capability of using this old ball. अपने cutters वगैरह जो है यहाँ पे use करेंगे Hassan Ali, and I think he will be producing a wicket इस over या अपने अगले over तक.
Right then, Hassan Ali now coming in. Oh, beautiful delivery! I'm absolute peach. I have no idea how Hassan has not gotten a wicket on this delivery. Warner knew nothing about it. It beat his bat and somehow went over all 3 stumps. I felt like there was a gap between off stump and middle stump that it exploited. But that is just an absolutely gorgeous delivery. And David Warner knew that as well. Could have gotten the outside edge, the leading edge as well. And some Gujranwala supporters are in from Manchester. Some of Sarkhil's relatives in the crowd today as well. Asif Ali, he cuts a sheepish man at slips because he's already put one down. We really don't know why Babar isn't fielding there today, as this is a back of the length delivery and it's been given a no ball. I think he's overstepped again, Hassan Ali, so it'll be another free hit. Pehli no ball Shaheen ki thi. So first of the day from Hassan Ali. He looks disappointed with himself. It's hard enough to get through your overs here, but his large size 12 Gujranwala feet have crossed over. Yep, that is a rightly called no ball. This cricketer talking about Michael Atherton as well. He's a good writer and ace commentator, best from the Sky Sports team. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Again, Atherton is one of those people that we grew up listening to. He's a household name, and I watch so much English cricket, not because of the cricket being decent, but because of the Sky commentary team. Learned so much from them as well. And he writes a column for Sky Sports, I think, predominantly, and he sometimes wanders into the Guardian as well for some content. He's pretty good with his cricket writing as to good full delivery as Finch tries to just muscle this away into the leg side. It's just going to be a single, so no real damage from the 2 free hit deliveries, except for the fact that the bowlers are going to have to bowl again. And Lone 41 has saying Aaj lagne ja rahe hain Lassan. I'm glad he's backed that up with Lassan and not another noun that we like, what some of us like to use on change of pace. 140 for no loss. So Michael Atherton, Rahul Bhattacharya, Amar Naqvi are some of the names that some of our listeners like to read in terms of the cricketing content that they consume. Outside edge that was dropped between the overs of 1 and 20. That was a chance, and then there was a leg before call. Some good barrage of short pitch bowling from Wahab Riaz have been used to. and a drop catch from Sarfraz from an outside edge from Hafiz, and then some counteractive batting from Aaron Finch, a couple sixes, and a smash down the track for 4.
Yeah, what would you advise? If the ball is coming directly, you have a chance of getting hurt in the field. यानी आपकी फील्डिंग की एक्शन की वजह से या हाँ, अब मैं ये तो नहीं बोल सकता कि बॉल अगर आपके हाथों में आ रहा हो और आपको ज़ोर से लग जाए तो आप बॉल छोड़ दो, बट इफ़ यू हैव अ चांस, जिस तरह हफीज़ वाज अबाउट टू गेट इंजर्ड, अगर वो अपना हाथ बीच में डाल देता तो विकेट तो नहीं मिलती, शायद बाउंड्री रुक जाती, बट देयर वाज अ मेजर चांस ऑफ हिम getting his fingers injured.
It's a good question. I'll get back to this after this.
Think they should be taking these chances?
It is a good question that I will get back to. As this is carved away, beats the man at point, and it goes running away to the square boundary for 4. 146 for no loss, and David Warner brings up his 50 of just 51 deliveries as well. A man out of form at this World Cup, looked pretty edgy against India. Got a awful slow 50 that probably was the cause of his team losing. But he's turned it around again versus Pakistan today, and like we say on Change of Pace, if you're looking at a form, come bat against the Pakistanis. They'll give you enough chances to come back into nick. About what you said, Agha, it's a good point that you make, and I think it's very circumstantial what you need to do. I mean, if you're bowling in the World Cup final and it's the last ball, then I expect you to put your balls on the line, no matter what the situation is. But currently, if you're a fast bowler or a spinner and you know that your team is depending on you getting through your 10 overs, then I wouldn't put my body on the line for a few runs that I know I won't be able to bowl because of this action. It's not a smart thing to do because you're an asset to the team. Mohammad Amir back for a second spell in the air. Producer Sarfraz has called this wicket. It's in the air. It should be taken from Hafiz. It has comfortably.
Yes.
Thank God it is the first blow for Pakistan. It's that man again, Mohammad Amir. You just can't keep him away from ICC event wickets. Aaron Finch was looking great, well set for 100. 82 off 84 from him. He went a little early in the shot. I think beaten for pace. You don't get to say that about Amir much these days. Hit the top of his bat. Mohammad Hafiz, a good catch from him. It was very high in the air, running back, and will collect it comfortably. Oh, almost slipped out the other side from him. And he sends off Aaron Finch, a much-needed wicket. It might be a little late because it's going to bring in arguably the best one-day international batsman in the world, Stephen Smith. Agha, what are your thoughts on Steve Smith as a batsman?
Steve Smith, बिल्कुल यार, world-class batsman है, and actually इन्होंने
Okay.
इन्होंने बिल्कुल जो एक पाकिस्तानी स्पिनर का ग्राफ है वो पाकिस्तानी स्पिनर का ग्राफ फॉलो किया है. पीपल जिस तरह पाकिस्तानी स्पिनर आते हैं टीम में और फिर बैट्समैन बन जाते हैं, पाकिस्तान टीम के स्पिनर्स, वो इन्होंने भी यही ग्राफ फॉलो किया है. पहले ये ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम में एज स्पिनर आए थे और स्पिनर से ये जो है अपना ये स्पिनर से बन गए ऑलराउंडर, और ऑलराउंडर से नाउ ही यानी आप बड़े कंफर्टेबली कह सकते हैं कि ये बैट्समैन बन चुके हैं अब, क्योंकि हिज टीम डजंट यूज हिज ओवर्स एनीमोर.
राइट, या हियर वी गो. Steve Smith now coming in. Mohammad Amir has picked up a wicket in the first over of his second spell. A good, quick delivery. To be honest, it's not the best delivery he'd bowled today. It was just in the middle of the stumps. A good length delivery that hit the top of the bat, went straight up in the air. Hafiz caught it comfortably. But it's not going to get any easier for Pakistan if they don't get Smith early right now. Because he is prolific batsman. His ICC ODI ranking is currently 30, but that doesn't pay the testament of the fact that he has an average of 43 and a strike rate of over 86. There has been a crossing, so David Warner will face as he just opens the face of his bat onto the offside for a single. Yeah, it's quite sunny out. That doesn't really matter for Pakistan because if it stays sunny, I think that was a cross seam delivery from Amir. And Finch knew as soon as that hit the top of his bat that he was going to be sent back to the hut. Mohammad Amir with his arms aloft, a typical celebration that we see from him. Not as emphatic as he usually is in the field. with his celebrations, but I just think that because his wicket has come so late in the game for Pakistan. Smith now gearing up for his first delivery. He's got that Shivnarine Chanderpaul stance where he walks across the stumps, and you can. There's always an opportunity of getting him leg before. There he goes, plays his way onto the leg side. He's a predominantly heavy leg side player, but that doesn't make him a fool on the offside either. He's very good on both sides of the wicket. Is Stephen Smith. I don't want to allude to the fact that he has been banned for a year and a half because of some actions of his teammate and under his leadership, and I'm sure he was involved as that. The score predictor right now is at a tantalizing 356. I don't think Pakistan will be able to chase that, but if they can keep it under 300, I think the green shirts will be in the hunt as Amr comes around. A beautiful delivery, beating Warner for pace between his bat and pad. What an over this has been from Mohammad Amr. A great decision from Sarfraz to give him the second spell, and he looks like he's gonna function as Pakistan's opening bowler, middle overs bowler, and bowler at the death. So a man of many talents. Mohammad Amr, 4.4, 2 maidens, 13 runs and a wicket. He's just been a class apart. Kopimia Kawal is talking about. Look, I get it. Shadab should have been picked, but the Islu boys are way too Shadab loving. I love Shadab too, but Media Gag, for example, has been saying Pakistan should play 4 pacers and Shadab. I disagree with that as well, Gopimia Kawal. I think I'm with you on this one. I understand that the love that they have for Shadab. He's a very likable character, and he's an extremely athletic fielder as well. He has a little bit of talent with the bat too, though I feel he can do much more with that. But it's fine for him to be dropped today. I think it's not a spin-friendly wicket. Hafiz is usually fairly economical, and he's gone for plenty of runs today because of Aaron Finch. Right, then Hassan Ali is going to continue here. Full delivery, driven back past the bowler. It should go for forward, and it does. What a shot that is from David Warner. He's so good when he's set, and he is now 56 off 56.
Yeah, so Amir coming back, producing a wicket, exactly what he was brought in for. यहाँ पे पाकिस्तान को एक विकेट की ज़रूरत थी और मोहम्मद आमिर को लाया गया, and he understood his role here and he produced the wicket, rather than going for an economical over.
Again, but we're talking about that pressure, Agha, and Hassan Ali is just letting loose here again. A full delivery outside off stump. Warner drives it away comfortably, beats the gap onto the offside, and it'll be another boundary. And it was such a nice over that Amr had bowled previously. But the shackles have been broken again by David Warner, and you can't give the bull that much space. Yeah, do you remember when Warner busted onto the international cricket scene? He was a pretty chubby character, but he's absolutely ripped now. He's come into some serious shape. He's an extremely athletic fielder, a quick runner between the wickets. Also the highest scorer at the Indian Premier League this season too.
Yes, that he was. Yeah, I remember. Jo Warner
down the leg side this time by Hassan. That'll be a wide. Poor over so far, and Sarfraz now in his ear again. It's been hard. It's been hard work for Hassan Ali today. He hasn't really looked like he's going to pick up a wicket. Most runs at the World Cup so far. Bangladeshi Shakib Al Hasan, #1 all-rounder in the world, is topping that list. Jason Roy, who just got a century recently, is at #2, and David Warner, Aaron Finch are gracing #3 and 4. Jos Buttler at 185 after his century against Pakistan. Hassan Ali again, this time on the leg side, upish, but there's no one at square leg. But the man in the deep will collect. It'll just be a single. What are your thoughts on David Warner as a player and a batsman?
David Warner का बता रहा था, when he made his international debut, he used to play. यानी लोग यही कहते थे, and this is what उसकी बैटिंग देख के लगता था, he was playing in Watson's shadow, Shane Watson.
Oh really?
हाँ, और कुछ टाइम बाद वार्नर ने अपने लिए जो नाम बनाया और जो जगह बनाई है अपनी एग्रेसिव स्ट्रोक प्ले से, ऐसा लगना शुरू हो गया कि डेविड वार्नर बल्कि शेन वॉटसन इज प्लेइंग इन वार्नर शैडो. तो बहुत ही बड़ा नाम है डेविड वार्नर. और यार ये बड़े नाम बनते ऐसे ही हैं, यानी अपनी फिटनेस का ख्याल रखना, अपना जो फिजिक है, क्योंकि यू आर एन एथलीट एंड यू नीड टू हैव दैट बॉडी. यार आप वर्ल्ड के बेस्ट चेक कर लो, वर्ल्ड के बेस्ट बैट्समैन विराट कोहली, ये डेविड वार्नर,
Kane Williamson and Babar Azam, they're all fit.
बिल्कुल fit
Very
है,
fit people.
यानी perfect for the game. Yeah, you don't want those wings, you don't want those beefy shoulders.
No.
वो batsman के नहीं है.
Steve Smith is opening his arms again against Hasan Ali here. It's been an expensive over for the man from Gujranwala, as this has been bounced off the practice pitches onto the offside for another boundary, the third boundary of the over. It's 14 runs coming off of the 5 deliveries in this over so far. Smith looking good, as Hasan Ali would trouble him with his first delivery. He almost walked across and got an LBW opportunity, but you give him space, you give him width, and like I said in the previous over, he's no fool to the offside game as well. Last 12 deliveries, 17 runs coming off of it, and despite the wicket, and I think that's predominantly because of poor bowling from Hasan Ali, Steve Smith with his unorthodox batting stance. And speaking of unorthodox Australian batsmen, I think you have to mention George Bailey, who was an almost shoo-in for the T20 Australian side a few years ago. But I watched a little bit of him in the Australian domestic circuit, and he has a very peculiar batting stance where he completely walks across the stumps with a very high backlift, and his behind, like his back, is almost facing the bowler when he bats. So he's actually, like, think of yourself facing fine leg when getting ready for the bowler to come in. It's a first time I've ever seen anything like it.
Yeah, and
but apparently it works for him.
नहीं, and he was doing it for that tournament. उससे पहले जॉर्ज बेली जो है, जब he was playing against, यानी जो उनकी बाकी सीरीज थी, he had relatively normal stance. और I think innovation is one part of the game, and very serious part, right? यानी around the world आप अभी बैट्समैन को देख रहे हो, अपने स्टैंस में चेंजेस, अपने बैटिंग स्टाइल में, अपने जो इक्विपमेंट यूज़ कर रहे हैं उसके अंदर. Speaking about equipment, what do you think about the Dhoni glove controversy?
Oh, it's a good one. We'll get to it. There's a few comments that I just want to address on YouTube after this Amar delivery. And again, Amar's just on the money today. You can't get him away for any runs. He's bowled 5.2 overs, just 14 runs conceded. Sri John on YouTube is saying, please, Smith is not the best batsman in the world, not the best white ball cricketer in any parallel universe. Virat, Butler, Rohit, Taylor, Shikhar, Roy, Bairstow, Root, Babar, Warner, Faf are way, way better than him. Wow, Sri John has really lowered Steve Smith's stock here on Change of Pace. But we'd like to see the numbers that you're talking about, Sri John, to see why Smith is so down the order for you. This is another good delivery from Amar. Gets the inside edge, falls on the leg side to the pitch, and it'll just be a single. Samir Mishra is asking, is this the first time in the history that India has a better bowling unit than Pakistan? Wow, it's a tough question to answer, not because we're avoiding it, it's just because there's a lot of pain behind the answer I'm about to give you. I think the opening bowling for India is far better than Pakistan at the moment. I think Pakistan have an edge with the leg spin that they have, and Mohammad Hafiz is as good, if not better, than Yuzvendra Chahal, even though Chahal has improved phenomenally since his early IPL days. And at the depth, I think Pakistan are better as a unit, but no doubt that Bumrah is better than any Pakistani bowler in the world at the moment. The Dhoni glove controversy, I think you've hit a nerve here. I'll try to keep it apolitical, even though it's hard to do as a Pakistani. But I think the ICC have made a fairly decent call. I'm not sure if I agree with all their entire rules, because in the past Imran Tahir has been reprimanded for wearing a Junaid Jamshed t-shirt when he celebrated a wicket. And in the past we've also seen Moeen Ali been reprimanded because he was rocking some Palestinian wristbands. Beautiful delivery from Amir. It's a loud appeal. I don't know what for, because he was well outside off stump David Warner. Amir is almost certain that they should go upstairs for this, but Sarfraz isn't entertaining this thought at all. The counter for the review hasn't shown up yet, but I think it's already been timed out. Oh, goodness gracious, this is a bad review. This is a bad review. Yeah, David Warner, I don't know why he's so upset. He's talking about, oh, mate, so the time's run out. It's got 12 seconds to go upstairs, mate. It's been 20 seconds already. Let's take a look at that. There's no ball there. Amr is well behind the line. Thank God for that, for more reason than one. As we'll take a look at Warner walking across. I don't know why he was so nervous about this review. It looked well. He was well outside of off stump, and he is. It's a poor Pakistani review. Just go to ball tracking so we can get rid of the only advantage that we've had in this game so far, is that we have a review in hand. So no inside edge, but it's very, very evident that this is hitting outside off.
I think Sarfaraz just agreed to his main bowler. यहाँ पे जो है
yeah, but he's behind the stumps. You can see him walking across.
इतना बुरा call है ये. But सरफराज जितना aggressive इसमें जितना aggressive आमिर हुआ था इस कॉल को लेकर भी अपनी बॉलिंग में अब इस कॉल को लेके आई थिंक सरफराज इन द मोमेंट जस्ट अग्री टू व्हाट हाँ.
Right then, here we go. Mohammad Amir is steaming in again to David Warner, beats the outside edge. The review has been lost, but the bowling from Amir has been absolutely phenomenal. David Warner, the bull, looking back to him. 25 overs down in the innings. We're going to have a change of commentary. Thank you so much for joining us, Agha. Well, we'll hopefully back you after the second innings.
Hope to see you guys soon.
Joining me now in the studios is the beloved... We're at the beloved AZ Khwaja will join us.
Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Musad.
Pakistan, 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 jeewe Pakistan. Pakistan, Pakistan, jeewe Pakistan.
Walaikum assalam, Khwaja. Your boy Amr doing some Wonderwall style bowling, but the rest of the boys
Oasis
being
call back.
Being spanked around 165 for one after half the innings gone.
यार ये क्या चुतियापा साढ़े पाकिस्तान ने यार सब.
Yeah, I got Australian. If Pakistan even doubled the score, then we're in trouble. If Australia even doubled the score, then we're in trouble.
हम I think वही उस नशे में आ गए ग्रीन पिच देख ओ यार इतनी स्विंग होगी इतनी सीम होगी यार शाहीन को क्या हो गया यार.
We're gonna
हमारा बॉय हसन शाहीन all been disastrous यार समझ नहीं आ रही क्या हो.
We're gonna talk about that in a bit as well. 165 for one after 25 overs. 15 extras. We'd also like to start off by wishing Khwaja a very happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
It was a birthday yesterday.
Getting 1 year closer to the big show, upstairs or downstairs.
Oh wow, okay. The reality check there.
Malik आ गया भाई bowling पे. Malik
finally 18. AZ Khwaja 165 for one as Malik will continue here. He was the golden arm against England. Picked up a wicket, and you have to say his jersey is the most tightly zipped jersey I have seen across the board for the Pakistani men. Oh, good delivery this time, just defended away from Smith. Back to Malik. I know you haven't been able to see much of the game so far, but what do you make of the lack of reserve days that we've had at the World Cup so far? The ICC put out a statement yesterday. We'll talk about that after this delivery from Malik. As this is played away into the leg side, should go to the man at long on. It does. Shaheen Afridi will field that away for a single. Reserve days, Khwaja, tell me about.
क्या कह रहे हैं जी ICC जरा ये बताएं फरमाएं.
Yeah, उन्होंने basically
क्या बकवास की उन्होंने.
To sum it up for you, it's basically as simple as saying that the scheduling would have been too difficult, the broadcasting would have been too difficult, the cost.
Yeah, it's hilarious that a game that lasts for what 7-8 hours is saying that we don't have enough time in the day to finish a game.
Well,
it's quite hilarious.
For me, I think it's not about having reserve days. It's about having the technology to preserve the outfield, because Sri Lanka has that, right?
वो जो पूरी टाप बिछा देते हैं
Exactly.
पूरे ground में.
Exactly. So Sri Lanka has that. I think even India has that now. So why?
यार UK में इतने ground है. Why did you can't look at the forecast and schedule it as?
No, you can't. I mean, the forecast is not available a year in advance. So I understand that part of it.
3 months, 4 months, 2 months.
Yeah, it's a good point. For me, I feel like rather than having reserve days, have the technology to make sure that your game isn't stopped because of an outfield issue. Outfield का issue तो यार ridiculous है. मुझे समझ आता है कि अगर consistent बारिश हो रही है या फिर कोई मतलब
यार ये हैं भी 200 साल पुराने ग्राउंड है यार. इधर जिनके किंग हेनरी भी मुझे लगता है कहीं दफनाया हुआ है इन्होंने कहीं पिच पे, इसलिए उन्होंने उसके ग्राउंड क्रिकेट ग्राउंड बना दिया. एक तो ये अपनी हिस्ट्री के पीछे बढ़े रहते हैं.
उसके बावजूद मैं कहता हूँ यार एक प्लास्टिक कवर तो लेके अब श्रीलंका वालों का क्या it's a black tarp that they
तरपाल बिछा देते हैं पूरी.
That's it. They just canvas the entire ground and it works for them. Learn something from the subcontinent. You already invaded us once.
Whoa.
106
Too soon, bro.
168 for one as Shoaib Malik's gone for 2 runs off of
यार
his 4
शाहीन
deliveries.
आपका बेहतरीन बॉलर था 2 सीरीज में, न्यूजीलैंड और साउथ अफ्रीका. He was your star. He was your shining star, your new ball weapon. अब ये दिन उसके आ गए हैं यार, ये गूफी कर क्या रहा है यार, कोई हमारा बॉलर उसने उसके डिजीज उसके कैंसर से बच चुका है, सारे खराब हो चुके
It's
हैं
taken Khwaja less than an over to tear into Goofy.
हसन अली खत्म हो गया, वहाब अब 2 साल बाद लाए हैं, वही आपका मेन बना हुआ
Wahab
है
has been avoided, but he hasn't worked with Azhar Mahmood. That's why he's probably still good.
यार। वो क्या घटिया डिसीजन दिया वहाब के खिलाफ यार, दैट वाज फकिंग आउट।
Which one?
वो अंपायर कॉल पे बच गया था फिंच यार।
Mate, umpire's call is umpire's call. What you
यार
gonna-
क्या अंपायर कॉल सीधी सामने लग रही है यार, तुम आउट दो।
Height-
पहली पिच पे कहाँ से हाइट थी यार, अंपायर कॉल थी, अगर वो आउट देता आउट था।
Yeah.
सही बंगाली वगैरह था, आपको तो पता है वो कैसे होते हैं,
वो बंगाली नहीं था umpire.
बंगाली ही है अंपायर।
अच्छा?
हाँ
We do apologize for.
नहीं, he is if you can check it, he is either बंगाली or श्रीलंकन। श्रीलंकन भी रसन आयरलैंड बातें चोद रहे हैं यार, तुमने 200 नहीं किया अफगानियों के खिलाफ, तुम हमें बातें कर रहे हो।
क्या?
हमने तो 350 ठोके थे इंग्लैंड को,
Russell Arnold.
उसको तो छितर पड़ने चाहिए रसन आयरलैंड को जो इतने।
But I like Russell. He's funny. He's loud and he's a good representation.
Oh, what a ball again from Mohamed Amin.
Beats the man outside off stump. Beautiful delivery. Amr is back into his stride. He's, Sarfraz has continued with him, but my concern is that we're going to run out of his overs. and
Exactly.
We're going to get
Good
screwed. But
point.
और कोई option भी नहीं है ना.
बट अगर वार्नर को निकाल दे फिर तो वाकई हम पूरी गेम थोड़ा सा ना
But कोई
उसको
और
squeeze
option
कर
ही नहीं है.
सकते हैं।
क्योंकि उसके अलावा कोई बॉलर लग ही नहीं रहा कि कोई विकेट का चांस बनाएगा.
और यार तुम अजहर महमूद, आई जस्ट वांट टू पॉइंट आउट अगेन, तुमने अपना करियर ही इंग्लिश विकेटों पे बॉलिंग कर करके बनाया
To be honest, this is the tell for me because the fact that remains
काउंटी
कि भाई
चैंपियन हो तुम इतने बड़े।
ग्राउंड का नाम काउंटी ग्राउंड है और उसकी पिच आपसे रीड नहीं हो रही तो फिर आपका मकसद क्या है? Another good delivery from Amr this time outside of off stump. Just
यार यही
shaping it
वार्नर
slightly.
इंडिया के खिलाफ ऐसे बैटिंग कर रहे थे जैसे कोई बारवा बैट्समैन है ऑस्ट्रेलिया।
By the way, हमारा एक comment आया था कि वो उसने फुल सट्टा लगाया हुआ था because he was a top scorer at the IPL and then he couldn't score against the same bowlers in England.
यार ये कोई
So nice
confirm कोई
conspiracy
फैंसी ड्रेस हुआ है इस वर्ल्ड कप में, इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है। आसिफ अली ने यार ये को कैच छोड़ा है, चंडे पड़नी चाहिए इस बंदे को।
Yeah, it was.
अब आप कितनी देर अपना सिंपैथी फैक्टर चलाओगे यार, कैच पकड़ो यार, मैच है, सीरियस हो जाओ। आप खुद कहते हो इट इज़ अ रिलीफ फॉर यू टू बी प्लेइंग क्रिकेट, अब क्या उस पर हम कुछ भी नहीं कहे, सिंपल कैच
यार
है यार।
देखो ख्वाजा, बात ये है, देखो कैच ड्रॉप हुआ है, उससे भी होते हैं, बड़े प्लेयर्स से होते हैं. Let's not bring in his personal issues into this.
नहीं तो अब आप मुझे वार्न करो ना, उसको क्रिटिसाइज नहीं करो, कैसे
नहीं, मैं ये नहीं कह रहा as a cricketer criticize him. It was an easy catch. It was a comfortable.
यार अब इसकी मनुष्य शक्ल तो खुदा के वास्ते ना दिखाओ। पहले मैच खराब है, अपने हेयर ट्रांसप्लांट लगा के आ गया, ये समझता है जी बहुत बड़ा मैं गैंगस्टर हूँ। ये किस किस्म का बॉलिंग कोच है यार? It's an insult to the nation of Pakistan. Lovely ball again
Amr is
from
continuing
Amin.
here, gets the inside edge onto the leg side, but they'll come back. Oh no, it'll just be a single. What a shit throw that is.
यार फिर सिंगल दे दिया यार।
What is that? That is just poor fielding from Pakistan all around. Sarfraz isn't even making eye contact with that fielder because he will literally burn through him because of that absolutely horrible
Cyclops
fielding.
बनेगा। वसीम भाई बेचारे कह रहे हैं यार, वसीम और वकार कमेंट्री कर रहे हैं और अजहर महमूद आपका बॉलिंग कोच है। Is there a bigger tragedy than that in the history of Pakistan?
Well, Waqar has had his go as coach.
It's shameful, man. It's just
But
shameful.
what I was saying earlier in the com box when you weren't here
जी, जी।
is that when Waqar was coaching, he was head coach.
बिल्कुल।
He wasn't bowling coach,
हाँ।
and he had a much, he had a, not to be rude to those men because they bowled as well as they could, but that was a much less talented Pakistani
यार
bowling
आप
outfit.
एक ज़माना
Bilawal Bhatti was your strike bowler.
बिलावल भट्टी, राहत अली और अनवर अली आपके बॉलर होते थे यार।
Yeah, exactly.
That is just tragic.
And we won games with that squad.
इस स्क्वाड में आप एक भी बंदा बताओ जो गंदा बॉलर है जिसकी पेस नहीं है। 140 के बॉलर हैं सारे यार।
Yeah.
एज अ ग्रुपिंग एज अ 5 फास्ट बॉलर्स, किसी टीम के पास इतने 5 अच्छे बॉलर नहीं है यार, बिसाइड्स ऑस्ट्रेलिया। इवन साउथ अफ्रीका भी, वो इंगीडी बैठ गया, उनकी टीम बैठ गई यार, स्टेन के पास उनके रिप्लेसमेंट नहीं है।
Right, then Armour's now coming in. This time just opens the face of his bat, does Warner onto the point region. It'll just be a single. A much better fielder on the offside in the shape of Asif Ali and Fakhar Zaman, who combine to keep that to 1.
अब मसला ये है कि अब क्योंकि अब स्पिनर्स को मार पड़ चुकी है, हफीज़ हैज़ बीन स्मैश्ड आउट ऑफ द अटैक बाय फिंच एंड एवरीबॉडी एल्स, देयर इज़ नो प्लान बी। शाहीन से बॉलिंग नहीं हो रही, हसन अली भी एक्सपेंसिव हुआ, आई डोंट नो व्हाई यार, उसको समझ नहीं आ रही, उससे बॉलिंग ही नहीं होती न्यूश बॉल के साथ।
Gopinath Gawal saying, why is there no day-night matches? And he's also mentioned that the weather forecasts are only accurate 3 days in advance of the game.
यार आर यू ट्राइंग टू टेल मी 2019 में हम वेदर नहीं प्रेडिक्ट कर सकते? कम ऑन यार, सुपर कंप्यूटर ला के दो इनको यार। आईसीसी इतना पैसा आपको बीसीसीआई दे रहा है, ये क्या किधर जा रहा है ये पैसा? आप एसोसिएट्स को तो दे नहीं रहे, उनको तो आपने बेदखल कर दिया क्रिकेट से। कम ऑन यार, शोएब मलिक अब तुम ही कुछ करो यार, जस्टिफाई योर प्लेस इन द डैम साइड। तुम्हें तो खेलना भी नहीं चाहिए आज।
Malik now, second over coming in. This is defended back from David Warner. He's been economical so far, just to 4 runs coming off of his
We are
7
only hanging
deliveries.
on because Warner balla nahi utha raha. That is a fact.
I mean, yeah, to be honest,
Exactly man, 200 बन गया, 30 ओवर भी नहीं हुए यार अभी.
and Finch is the reason behind that. He was quite prolific in his batting. Gets the outside edge this time, does Shoaib Malik. He's been bowling pretty well. I think that'll be a single on the overthrow, but Smith finds himself diving to get back there. A good throw, good intention there.
Looking touchy here, the Aussies.
Also, Steve Smith, he's been a bit iffy so far in his short stint at the crease. A direct hit, and I think we were in business. No, he was in.
नहीं ये Aussie ऐसे रन नहीं होते.
He was in as Malik now continuing a flighted delivery.
Chalo,
Gets to the pitch and
chauka.
delivery. This Warner, and it's crashed to the covers of 4, releasing the pressure that was built up in the past 2
अच्छा
deliveries.
शदाब अगर आप मैच नहीं खेलो तो आपने फील्डिंग नहीं अच्छी करनी है.
No, he's been okay as a substitute fielder so far.
मिस फील्ड तो पड़ गया, -4 ये लग गया उसके नाम के खिलाफ. फुल टॉस बॉल है यार, सेट बैट्समैन को आप दे रहे हो.
यार वैसे ख्वाजा आपका मुझे मैसेज आया था
जी जी.
कि किसी ने ट्विटर पे कहा था कि आई एम डिप्रेसिंग पीपल.
हाँ तुम कुछ ज़्यादा ही पता नहीं. आई डोंट नो. आई दैट वाज व्हाट
तो आप आके फुल.
यार गंदी चीज़ तो गंदी है. ये एक और चौका हो गया.
No, this is a man in the deep that'll cut that off. It was an off spinner to the left-hander that was just cut away to the man at deep point.
सुना था गाड़ी में आप कह रहे थे इमाम मॉडल बनना चाहता था. ये कि मिजेट्स का मॉडल बनेगा 5 फुट 4 इंच. कौन से मॉडल होते हैं
यार टॉम
दुनिया
क्रूज
के?
एक्टर है तो वो मॉडल नहीं बन सकता. टॉम क्रूज एक्टर है तो वो मॉडल नहीं बन सकता.
यार तो टॉम क्रूज की शक्ल भी तो अच्छी है यार. ये इतना भी आउटस्टैंडिंग गुड लुकिंग नहीं है.
Oh yeah, Chubbs on the leg side this
यार
time.
मलिक नो बॉल ही दे रहे हैं. इसका बैंक बैलेंस चेक करो यार. hell is this,
A Pakistani part-time off spinner has bowled a no ball here at the World Cup, so that's one thing that I didn't expect to say in this month or so, but it's happened. Let's have a look here. That's a huge no ball.
यार ये कर क्या रहा है?
What the hell, Shoaib Malik? And Sarfraz doesn't really know what to
ऐसे
say
तो
of
ना
that.
तुम्हारी बॉल कोई मील स्पिन होती है तो बंदा क्या है. और हमारी इतनी उम्मीदें थी कि यार हम ये मैच जीतेंगे.
यार अभी मैच बाकी है. Don't lose hope.
वैसे बिफोर द वर्ल्ड कप आई हैड रिटन दिस डाउन एज एन एल अगेंस्ट पाकिस्तान, लेकिन श्रीलंका वाले वॉश आउट ने सारे प्लान खराब कर दिए. नाउ वील हैव टू स्नीक अनदर विन फ्रॉम समवेयर.
Fighter delivery in the air. I think that'll carry away across the boundary for 6. It does quite comfortably, more height than distance, but it doesn't matter. That no ball has cost Pakistan 7 runs. Horrendous over from Shoaib Malik, and I think he'll be taken out of the attack because of this absolute shit show.
And we needed 10 overs from Malik and Hafiz to cover the last bowler because Shadab is not playing.
Well, where I think Hafiz has already bowled 4 and Malik has
He
bowled
bowled
2.
3 for 32 और ये मलिक का सेकंड चल रहा है. बाकी 5 ओवर कहाँ से मिलेंगे हमें?
Maybe Sarfraz can come on, bowl himself this time off the pads. Goes to short fine leg. A bit of a hesitation from David Warner, and then they'll get a double on the overthrow. Goodness gracious, this is the 3rd time an overthrow has occurred. This is the 3rd time an overthrow has been conceded by Pakistan, and my question remains is that how does that continue happening at a World Cup game? It's ridiculous. It's so pedestrian. It's so average of Pakistan.
अब इनको देखने वाला होगा स्टार्क और कमिंस ने कैसे बॉलिंग करानी है इसी पिच पे. आप देख लेना. जो इमाम बड़े दावे दे रहा था ना मीडिया में, तुम्हें ज़रूरत क्या ऐसी स्टेटमेंट दे दी कि यार ही इज़ द नंबर 1.
Well, he was asked.
द टॉप 3 ODI बॉलर. उसने कहा था जी स्टार्क वार कोई नहीं, आई एंजॉय प्लेइंग देम.
No, he didn't say that. I mean,
He said something
he
to
didn't say
this.
Stark var koi nahi hai. He said I enjoy playing Mitchell Stark.
When
Oh.
has he played Mitchell Stark?
He played them in the one-day series.
No,
No, down under.
no. He wasn't in the team. 2016 की बात है.
You sure?
Yeah, he's never played.
Well, maybe he enjoys
He
the
played for
challenge.
ODIs against ये जो झाई वाई थे, ये जो अभी UAE में हुए थे.
A short delivery from Hafiz, giving the batsman too much time. Stephen Smith just whips this away into the leg side for a single. Hafiz has been expensive as well. 3 overs, 32 runs, and no wickets to any of the spinners. And dare I say it, maybe Shadab Khan would have been a better bet than Shoaib Malik on this wicket. But Pakistan now bat till number 7 today.
बस यही एक हाफ एडवांटेज आपको मिला है कि जी आपकी बैटिंग सेकंड है.
But if
और एक बात है,
Pakistan,
जब आप पौने 400 चेस करोगे तो फर्क ही नहीं
yeah, but if Pakistan are going to chase, they're going to need something from their top order. The middle order has been pretty average so far. This is a cutaway to the deep for another single. Good ball from Hafiz this time, cramping the batsman for room.
फ़खर ज़मान की आज 150 पे देखते हैं इसके जो हेलमेट सिक्सेस होते हैं आज लगते हैं हमें ज़रूरत होगी.
You need someone to go out there and get a big 100, I guess. And the unfortunate thing about that big 100 is that it needs to come at a brisk pace.
वैसे predictions क्या है right now? 325 would be a godsend.
Michael Slater, Ramiz Raja, and Waqar Yunus gracing the commentary box. Steve Smith makes room and drives this away straight to the man on the offside. That's Shoaib Malik, and Hafiz is asking Malik to make a little bit of room here. He'll continue here as Khwaja sends out a sigh down the track. Oh, it's going to be a chance here to get Steve Smith. And it's taken. That's a second wicket. Asif Ali redeemed himself after he dropped one at slip. And he twirls his mustaches as Mohammad Hafiz, a leading edge again, is led to the downfall of another Australian batsman. The man in the deep was Asif Ali. He took the catch. Hafiz has picked up his first of the day. Australia are 2 down before 200. Khwaja, you've been a godsend for us so far. You've just walked into the comm box and picked up a wicket. Steve Smith gone, 10 off 13 deliveries.
After a 6 and a free hit and a no ball.
Yeah, you have to set it up. You have to set up the drama as we've done here so far. I have to say Hafiz bowled much better in this over. Other than that, his spell was fairly ordinary.
शुक्र अब हफीज़ ने एक राइट हैंडर आउट कर दिया. ये तो वाकई कोई मौजज़ा ही हो गया, कोई मिरेकल ही हुआ है. बट we'll take them however we can get them at this stage.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
अब कौन इनकी टीम में? ख्वाजा खेल रहा है? शॉन मार्श तो है.
I think Mitch Marsh is in today.
नहीं.
Zampa's been dropped. Stoinis has been dropped.
Stoinis तो इंजर हो गया ना.
Has he? I don't think it's an injury. I feel like he's been dropped. Man, he's a pretty ordinary cricketer.
He is an ordinary cricketer, लेकिन उसको घर भी तो नहीं भेजा, तो I think निकल ही आया. Chalo ji. There
we go. Glenn Maxwell. This is an inspired decision from the Aussie camp. They've sent in the big hitter, the Big Show. Glenn Maxwell will now come in, batting ranking of 25. He's now 30 years of age. I feel like this man is forever young.
He made his name against Pakistan as well in
2012 World Cup, I think.
नहीं 12 में वो जो एक सीरीज नहीं हुई थी जो 6 बजे मैच शुरू हो
रहा है. Right. An average of 33, but that number doesn't really justify.
That World Cup came in that 100 came in a World Cup against Sri Lanka. I remember he smashed them all over.
Yeah, a T20 100, wasn't it?
नहीं ODI का जो
ODI 100. Okay, right. Strike rate, a career striker.
में तो उसने काफी मारे.
Yeah. As a career striker of 122.5. He's no mutt with a bat. This man has 19 50s and 100. That 100 that Khwaja is referring to. The batsmen have crossed here.
Good ball.
Steve Smith looks a bit iffy today.
Kafi defensive.
Sorry, David Warner looks a bit well, he actually doesn't, but this has been a good over from Hafiz on the back foot. David Warner plays it away onto the offside. Hafiz now continuing to wrap up what's been a brilliant over from him. It'll just be a single as the bull.
Typical Pakistani dive ball गुजर जाए फिर ये well try मुंडे, well try यही वाले हरकतें हमारी. But a wicket in that over, some relief. देखते हैं यार मैक्सवेल को जल्दी से आउट कर लें. Who should he go to? Wahab, make him pull again, जैसे हमने देखा था वो पुल मारते हुए आउट हुआ था वेस्ट इंडीज़ के खिलाफ. Maybe get him to top edge, but जो हमारी फील्डिंग और बॉलिंग लग चल रही है वो टॉप एज होकर छिका ही हो जाएगा. But let's see what they can cook up right now. I think 2 स्पिनर लगाने इस वक्त एक गलती होगी क्योंकि मैक्सवेल भी at will मार लेता है.
But again, maybe if he goes for the big shot, it might hold out because that's what happened. The 2 wickets that Pakistan have gotten have been a result of Australian batsmen going for uppish shots. Pat Cummins and Mitchell Starc is the answer to your question.
Khwaja, Marsh, Carey, Colton Isle. So they have bolstered their fast bowling a bit. No spinners today. That will be interesting. क्योंकि उन्होंने देखा जी पाकिस्तान against short pitch bowling. जैसे 105 all out हुआ वेस्ट इंडीज के खिलाफ. That is the more sensible strategy anyway.
But again, this is really the opening spell from the Australian batsmen.
16 extra यार हमने 29 ओवर में दे दिए. 16 extras.
अच्छा free hit पे जो रन होते हैं वो extras में count होते हैं? They should be. Leading edge from Shoaib Malik goes to the man at point.
It counts as runs.
Yeah.
Shoaib Malik, thoda Sarfraz, he's trying to squeeze in some tight overs here. Economical overs cover the 5th bowler. But I think he should be looking for wickets, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's also about getting through this 5th bowler. It's a quicker one from Shoaib Malik, 92 kilometers per hour. Defended from David Warner. Glenn Maxwell hasn't faced a delivery yet, and he'll be waiting to go at the Pakistani part-timers.
कोई पता नहीं बॉम्बे का पिच है डे 5 बिल्कुल ही.
Malik will continue again on the back foot again. I don't know why he's always falling back to Shoaib Malik is David Warner, because it doesn't seem to be working for him. But Shoaib Malik much quicker through the air this over, in the 90s in terms of the kilometers.
वही जान छुड़ाने के चक्कर में है, उसको पता है फ्लाइट देगा तो हिट पड़ जाएगी इसको. So he's just trying to run through the over as quickly as possible.
Good delivery again from Shoaib Malik. He's redeeming himself after that horrendous over where Warner disseminated
Can
him
Malik
all over
redeem
the...
himself ever in the eyes of Pakistan cricket? I don't think.
I think he has, because when I
अगर
listen...
वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल में 100 हमारे फिर ही रिडीम होगा, वरना जो इसने हरकतें कर
Yeah,
चुका
इसने
है.
हरकतें काफ़ी की हुई हैं, गंद भी काफ़ी खिलाया हुआ है, but I think he's redeemed himself in the sense that he's now a proper senior in the squad. Down the track from Warner, well fielded from Malik off of his own bowling. Yeah, he's very fit. He's a great member of the dressing room. When we won the CT, हर player young से लेके
यार वो तो अजहर महमूद को भी
नहीं, अजहर महमूद को किसने भी नहीं कहा था.
हसन अली तो बहुत प्रेज करता है.
हसन के अलावा और किसने भी नहीं कहा था. और हसन अपना आप देख ले, who he wants to work with, Waqar or Azhar, it's up to him. Again on the back foot, but this time managed to find a way to carve it away onto the offside. Imam Ul-Haq, a modeling Imam Ul-Haq, will field that away for just a single.
Model for midgets.
Good. It's been a good over from Malik. Economical.
ठीक है, बीट करवा लिया यार. इस वक्त हम यही गुंजाइश है कि थोड़े से स्लो ओवर्स हों, maybe produce another wicket from some tight bowling, you know, a bad shot, and maybe some inspired fielding. पाकिस्तान से inspired fielding मिलना तो मुश्किल ही है, लेकिन उम्मीद पे दुनिया कायम है, as we all know, especially when it comes to Pakistan cricket. क्या सीन है भाई? 190 for 2. How many overs हो गए?
Let's do our customary prediction. Where are Australia going to end up at the bottom of this innings? Another good delivery from
हफीज. यार
Hafiz.
रोको यार, ये सिंगल नहीं है हफीज.
What do you guys reckon? Are Australia going to hit the first 400 of the World Cup?
यार क्यों ऐसी मनूस बातें कर रहे
Or
हैं?
are they going to just get to 350? Or are somehow Pakistan going to keep them less than even 300?
यार
What do you reckon, folks? Let us know.
कुछ
Tweet us in
कहना
at Change of Pace
बहुत
414 or comment on Twitch or on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on all platforms and do what you can to spread the word about the mediocre work that we're doing out here. Mohammad Hafiz, this time a slower delivery, flighted, and it's played away down to long on for a single.
यार ये कोई इंडियन ट्रोल है, इसको छोड़ो, ये इसने कोई काम की बात नहीं की होगी, I believe.
Okay, he's just saying पाकि लौंडे आज बहुत चुप लग रहे हैं, क्या हुआ? यार वैसे अभी तो पहली इनिंग भी खत्म नहीं हुई.
यार
तो
इनकी मोदी की फ्लाइट डाइवर्ट हो गई है ना, कि वो हमने मना कर दिया अपने एयर स्पेस से, इसलिए ज़्यादा ट्रिगर हुआ हुआ है आजकल. हमने आई थिंक मना कर दिया, खबर आई है, आई डोंट नो इफ इट्स
194 for 2, another off spinner from Hafiz. It's
यार ये जो बजट कल अनाउंस हुआ है, कोई हमारे लिए एलोकेशन आई है? कोई 5-6 बिलियन हमारी तरफ से कोई नहीं.
Change of Pace has been rewarded like 10% of the fiscal annual budget of Pakistan.
The net profit जो
We would like to thank the Pakistan Army of taking a pay cut so we can run
Whoa,
Change
whoa,
of Pace.
whoa, whoa, controversial. Speaking of army, हमारा नेवी बंदा भी है आज, फ़खर जमान भी है, तो उसको तो कुछ करना ही पड़ेगा आज.
Flighted away this time, driven to the man
Dot
Asif
ball.
Ali. यार एक बात बताओ, आसिफ अली ने तो कैच छोड़ा है स्लिप में,
जी.
but that's not his position to field. It's Babar Azam who takes away first slip usually.
समझ से बाहर है, शायद उसका भी कॉन्फिडेंस डाउन था. Usually हम देखते हैं हारिस is quite safe in the slips, लेकिन वो आज नहीं खेल रहा.
Yeah, but even Babar's quite safe. I just remember that one drop catch.
यार,
Beats
एक
the
और
fielder
mistake.
in the inner circle, but it gets a hand to it, so it'll just be a single.
चलो चौका तो उसने रोका. You can say +2 for him there.
Yeah.
+3 बल्कि it was just a single. Steady over again from Hafiz, gets through it quickly. David Warner हमने देखा बिल्कुल अपने he's looking for his 100, तो बिल्कुल slow down कर चुका है. Maxwell भी अब just getting his eye in. YouTube पे कुछ comments आ रहे हैं तो बताओ यार. लोग
Yeah,
क्या रहे हैं?
Srijan is saying Steve Smith has, because he had come in earlier and he had said that Steve Smith is not the best, a good batsman or even the best batsman in ODI cricket. He said that the likes of Virat, Butler, Rohit, Taylor, Shikhar,
वो तो
Roy,
यार बहुत-
Bairstow, Root, Babar, Warner, Faf are all better. And he's backed that up with the statistics saying that he averages out at 43, and there's 18 other batsmen that average more than him. As
good
Malik
ball
beats Warner outside of off stump this time on the front foot. David Warner tries to
यार
cut him
जैसा भी
away.
player है, he has 100 in a World Cup semi-final and a 50 in a final. तो,
You know?
and he's a World Cup champion.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal test batsman. There's nothing to take away from that. Moiz A. Jabbar on YouTube saying, as we'll get back to that after this delivery, full delivery from Malik. It's been
Yeah.
dug out from Warner into the offside, but Shaheen will collect
Good fielding,
very near the
Shaheen.
boundary rope. It'll just be a couple. He's saying Bangladesh, Afghanistan, South Africa, wale jeet jaye. You just need one win out of the India, Australia, and New Zealand games. But I mean, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, South Africa, that's not a given win.
और न्यूजीलैंड को भी हराना, इनको हम दोनों को हराना पड़ेगा हमें to be absolutely safe. But
I'm just disappointed that South Africa are going to go home
the
with a
bad thing
point.
is the washout has not affected an
At this World
important
Cup.
team yet, apart from us.
On the back foot again, this time driven away from Warner into the deep for a single. It's going to bring Maxwell on strike.
ये टॉन्टन कौन सी शहर का, कौन सी काउंटी का होम ग्राउंड है? समरसेट.
Yeah.
यानी अजहर अली से इनको एडवाइस लेनी चाहिए थी कि इधर कैसे खेलना है.
Yeah, it's a good point, but I don't think.
select कर लेना.
But I don't think Somerset played their cricket here as a very Ahmed Hassan-looking doppelganger in the crowd.
और वो आजकल कमेंट्री पे नहीं है, शायद इंग्लैंड भागा हुआ है.
यार उसने तो मैं कहा था इस्लामाबाद में अम्मी अबू को मिलने गया.
झूठ बोलता है.
He's cut away a bit uppish, but there's no point.
दो हो गए.
So it'll be a couple for the Australians as Fakhar Zaman comes around to it to
यार
field.
फखर ने आज फिर अपने ग्रीन बूट्स पहन लिए. हमने देखा ये स्कोर नहीं करता जब भी ये पहनता है. डेंजर साइन. मैं स्टडी कर रहा हूँ इसको, especially for
Usually,
Lahore.
so when he scores, what boots does he?
I think he was just
sport?
वही जो generic white type, उस type के. 200 up for the Aussies in the 32nd over. Wow.
You usually do double the score after the 30th. So on that note, Australia
Allah
should
khair
get
kare.
400. But anything can happen here as this is a one-handed drive by Maxwell onto the offside, evades the diving fielder, so they'll get to a single. 6 runs coming off of this over so far. Asif Ali been a bit shoddy in the field so far, but he's going to be important if Pakistan are chasing anything over 300 today.
No doubt. और हमारी practice बड़ी होगी 300 350 chase करते हुए इस tour पे.
We've gotten close a couple times.
We need to get it right for once.
I mean, if there ever was a time to get it right.
Absolutely. Good ball again from Hafiz. Very correct technique there from David Warner, looking for his 100. I think इसका World Cup record against non-minnows इतना strong नहीं है. So he'll be looking to make amends after a very poor innings yesterday against, in the last game versus Bharat. So
Gopi Miyagawal saying, let's not forget, rain could affect one of those more winnable games, and he's saying enough spin time to try to get a wicket before Maxwell is set. I'll have to agree with him
यार
there.
वो मसला है कि 10 ओवर पूरे करने ना, तो यही थोड़ा स्लो पीरियड चल रहा है, तो प्रॉब्लम असल ये आ रही है.
I think the second spell from Amr was quite an inspired change,
No doubt.
because if that didn't come through, then I think we would still be looking
Let's
at.
see, Amir has 3, Shaheen 4, and Hassan 4, and Shuhab has 6. So plenty of options there, so he can rotate quite well with the older ball. Pulled away, and that is going to be one bounce for. Shocking delivery from Mr. Hafiz to Glenn Maxwell. को आप ऐसी बॉलें डाल रहे हो यार.
You can't give this man length on a spin as a spinner, and Hafiz has been criminal enough to do so. Maxwell's just going to cash in, and much like what Gopi Miyakawal said, you're giving him the opportunity to get set, and that'll be 4 for him, this first boundary of the day.
Gandhi ball, yeah.
He's now
Gandhi
9
ball.
off 5 down the track this time,
Catch!
and it might be taken.
Yeah.
There's no one at mid-off, but there is a man at long on that'll collect that.
थोड़ी
Wahab
सी spin,
Riaz.
I think Hafiz को मिल रही, थोड़ी सी tweak, थोड़ा सा twerk, कुछ तो मिल रहा है उसको.
Tweaked work, all sorts of terms being thrown around in the com box. But Hafiz is twirling away his mustache and finding his second wicket here. Good. I think he's yorked Warner there for no run. Slow on the ball is Mohammad
It
Hafiz.
seems like both teams have kind of misread the pitch, to be quite frank. उन्होंने भी सारे फास्ट बॉलर भर दिए हैं, हमने भी भर दिए हैं.
Full delivery this time, a dugout from Warner straight to the man at long off. It'll be a single taken.
208 for 2 Pakistan in the 33rd over. Desperately need to break this partnership, get these big hitting batsmen out. वरना अल्लाह खैर सल्ला सीन है भाई.
But again, the silver lining for Pakistan here is that they have to get Maxwell and Warner out. There's not much left in the tank for the Aussies. This is a big hit again from Maxwell.
Yeah.
There's no one there. He's so good when you give him that length as a spinner. Just falls back on his back foot, and he finds the gap at mid-wicket for another boundary. The second off of this over. 10 runs coming off of it already with a ball to spare.
They've recognized कि ये स्पिन का लास्ट ओवर है, बाकी फास्ट बॉलर ही आने, तो उन्होंने कहा कि थोड़ा सा positive cricket खेल लो इस वक्त ही. And it's been 2 shit deliveries from Hafiz, to be quite frank.
Yeah, you
Too
can't
short.
give every time your ball's full. He's not
ये
being put
मूंछों
away.
का अब ये जो शशका अपना खत्म करो यार, इंसान बन जाओ, बहुत हो गया. जहर लगनी शुरू हो गई है अभी.
Right then, Hafiz now continuing to Maxwell here. Full delivery up-ish, and I think there's a man at long on, but he won't get to it. It's a straight 6. Hafiz has absolutely bowled shit here in this over, and the momentum has shifted from Pakistan to Australia after a few quiet overs, and that's what Maxwell can do to you. He can just change the field and the mood of the innings so quickly. As you can see, Haris Sohail even slow, bringing the drinks out compared to his opponents in the Canary Yellow.
They need to spike the Aussies drinks with some anthrax or some poison के भाई ऐसे ही आउट होंगे, वरना कोई सीन नहीं लग रहा भाई. हमने जितना भी रोक सकते थे वो स्कोर, वो भी एक ओवर में उसने पूरा कर दिया with 2 4s and a straight 6 down the ground. Hafiz gone for 56 runs in his 6 overs, yaar.
That's just
What
horrendous.
an absolute shit show.
Yeah, I think that's the fifth bowler is definitely going to come back to hurt us if they cross that 350 mark. I don't think Pakistan are going to chase anything over 330. That's just the reality of the batting lineup and the mentality that Pakistan cricket has these days.
यार बस.
But if you are listening to us, because there's been some tweets about there's a tweet that read कि जन्नत के दरवाजे बंद हो जाते हैं जब रमीज आजा commentary पे आता है. So we don't condone.
वो जन्नत के दरवाजे खोलने के लिए हमने अपना पूरा ये change of pace setup किया यार.
यार अल्लाह माफ़ी करे. We don't consider ourselves to be any close to divine or
No,
of
but
the
we can
sort.
save you from certain
But
health.
we might be slightly better than what you hear on TV. So if you are joining us, do help spread the message. We're across Twitch, Periscope, and YouTube today. But you can also check us out on Instagram.
Come on.
Yeah, देखो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता ही होते हैं. To be honest, ख्वाजा, I mean, just as
कतरा कतरा दरिया में.
as a self-respect reflection, I was listening to our first ever PSL game that we did. The hilarious thing about that is that we couldn't get to the game to be like produced until the first thing. I mean, 20 over like set up होने में, because it was just like that.
Pakistani style यार.
Yeah. And then when
Corner tiger mentality.
Exactly, and then when
बिल्कुल up against the wall है, बिल्कुल ही फटीक हो चुकी है तो.
yeah, but just like, but as a complete opposite to that, like the more you work on a craft, the more you work
Of course.
on a trade, you do get better at it. हमारी पहली game में
Sometimes you don't get better like Ramiz. He's got worse. वो 20 साल से कर रहा है.
Yeah, I mean that just might be the age that's catching up with him or the hairline, but point being,
His
like,
hairline is better than ours, bro. उसकी age देखो और hairline देखो.
I think he's got some stuff done, but
Oh my God. इतना बड़ा allegation.
exposed. No, but like it really it's been a great journey, a change of pace. I mean, I remember the first game that I was listening to the other day. हर ball को मैं terrific कह रहा था. हर shot, हर ball. It's all terrific shot, all terrific delivery, terrific game. But so it's helped improve the limited vocabulary that I had before this, as we're throwing back to the '99 World Cup final. Turn it off! Turn it off!
यार imagine playing Shahid Afridi in a World Cup final. हम इतने बड़े डंगर थे यार.
Yeah, that was the same side that had absolutely destroyed everybody else in that World Cup. But I hope they also show the fact that we broke Australia's undefeated streak in World Cups in 2011 as well. Shane Warne, 4 wickets for 30 throw. Pakistan only got to 132. That's a match that I was lucky enough not to see.
Easily the heaviest man of the match. Shine Keith Warne.
Did you know that James Faulkner was the first left-arm fast bowler to get man of the match after Wasim Akram since '92?
Okay, that's not such an amazing stat.
It's not, but it's really weird because James Faulkner is not that great a bowler.
यार he was a decent all-rounder, yeah, not that bad.
But he got man of the match, and
Especially in batting, यार क्या finisher था वो यार.
But our best wishes do go out to James Faulkner. I know he's dealing with some.
He should be in this team, यार.
No,
अच्छा
he's
bowler.
dealing with a lot of mental issues right now, and it's just mental health needs
यार.
improving. Shahid Afridi, short, wide, cut away from Warner against the outside edge. There's no third man. There's no slip. It's a boundary to start off with. Exactly what Australia needed. Exactly what.
2 for 2.
And basically the reason that I started change of pace is so I could say 2 for 2, as Richie Beno used to.
Marhoom. He's dead, right?
Yeah, he is dead.
Check कर लो.
One of the best commentators of all time, Richie Beno, and just really funny and such
यार Shaheen
a
Afridi क्या कर रहा है यार?
great personality as well.
क्या हो गया इसको यार?
Shaheen now steaming into Warner, needs to bowl at a better line. This time shaping into the left-hander a
Maybe
bit.
दो हो जाएंगे.
Cut away to Mohammad Amir, but I think he'll manage to keep it at one.
Good fielding, Amir.
Hey, he's a good fielder in the deep, Mohammad Amir.
After all being said and done, Mohammad Amir is our saving grace in this World Cup.
Yeah, it's just remarkable. Pakistan cricket just feels like they keep going back to those same 2 or 3 people that we're associated with. Because we saw the likes of Hassan Ali, Usman Shanwari, Junaid Khan, Shaheen Afridi,
कितने लोग try
Mohammad
किए हैं.
Hasnan. But we've just come back to 2 bowlers that have the worst averages between 2015 and 2019. But it's working for Pakistan, and at the end, it is it's a game of taking wickets. It doesn't matter what your stats were yesterday if you can get wickets
अभी
today.
भी यार अभी शाहीन विकेट निकाले the whole game can change.
No doubt about it.
Good to see that he's taken a slip.
Yeah, he has, but this time he's changed his where he's coming to bowl from. He's bowling over the wicket as a left-hander.
He was supposed to be our star bowler in this World Cup, yaar. It's
I mean,
shocking.
there's a lot of the World Cup to go. He just finds the right rhythm, and this
True.
is his first game, mind you. So just gotta factor all of that in. As if he throws this into Nigel Long,
And even if you remember in the T20 right at the start of the tour, he took a wicket in his first over.
he did.
Ben Duckett को out किया था mid off के catch हुआ था. And from then it's just the wheels have come off. समझ नहीं आ रही क्या हो रहा है.
The run rate now creeping up slowly to 7. As commentators, sometimes we get too close to the action. We forget how huge this is. Shaheen Afridi! The Lahore Qalandars man has struck for Pakistan. This is what they were looking for. A little bit of movement towards the right-hander. The bowling change has worked for Pakistan. The change of angle has worked for Shaheen Afridi. He's disturbed the furniture of Glenn Maxwell. He's got to go back. Beautiful delivery from Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Cleaned him up. Ye cheez Shaheen.
The eagle-like celebration is out. It's the first wicket, the first World Cup wicket for Shaheen Shah Afridi, and at the age
First of many.
at the age of 19, Khwaja was just mentioning how he can be the star bowler for Pakistan at this tournament, and he might just turn out to be after this. Good, huge wicket, because after Maxwell, the batting lineup just starts to thin for Australia, so we'll have to see how they counteract to this breakthrough from Pakistan.
Usman Khwaja, Sean Marsh. Not मतलब hitter है लेकिन पूरे ओवर खेलने वाले बंदे
I think it's a double play from Pakistan, keeping the slips in place and then bowling at the stumps, because it looked like they were going to go outside. Yeah, because they were going to go outside of off, according to the off stump, and this is the we've hit Pakistan's first wicket at the World Cup, and we've also hit Khwaja's first compliment to Sarfraz of the World Cup. So
First
a win-win. 5 runs coming off of it, of 4 deliveries so far this over. He's got the wicket as well. Sean Marsh will come in. We'll have to see. Is Khwaja in the lineup today?
He is. I saw
But
his name.
Usman, I don't know what number he's going to come in, because Sean is coming in at 4. I think they're just looking to accelerate here, or the Aussies, and Sean Marsh has the forearms, as AZ would put it, to get those runs across the
नहीं यार,
strike
Sean
of
Marsh
81.5.
Morgan के मजेदार है. क्या forearm है bro.
I don't want to get into this. I feel like this is a
Yeah, Sean Marsh 700 and
deep-
still averaging 41.
right. Then here
And
we
he's
go.
a very hit and miss batsman basically.
He is, but his place in the order also
Oh,
changes.
good Yorker there for Shaheen Afridi.
Yorker of off stump dug out, and he goes to the man in the third man, Muhammad Amir, who has set up this innings well for
Good pace from Shaheen
Pakistan.
Shah as well.
2-2-4 for 3 are the Australians now.
Oh, lovely
Look
ball.
at that.
Yeah, he was very late on it.
It is a bit of a nothing shot from Maxwell, though. Really doesn't know what he was doing with it. Completely missed it, and it just scattered into middle and off stump as he pulls out the Starman celebration. Where have we seen that before, Khwaja?
His namesake, Shahid Afridi,
Yeah.
the enfant terrible of Pakistan.
Here we go. Yorker again, this time a good one. Oh, and it's brilliantly fielded by Mohammad Hafiz. I don't even know he knew much about that fielding effort, because he looked as dumbfounded as we are with that one-handed stop.
Good over.
In the
Good
covers, and just 6 runs coming off of it as the third wicket from Australia falls. ये आके राना का फोन आ रहा है ख्वाजा को.
आकिब राना कौन है?
फिर क्या नाम है उसका? Who's that brother of Rana?
राना?
यार लाहौर क्लैंडर्स का
फवाद राना.
फवाद राना.
राना साहब तो किंग है यार.
Another wicket here, especially the wicket of Warner, will bring Pakistan into the hut, and dare I say it, maybe even keep Australia
यार
below.
इसको फिर लगा रहे हो यार.
यार ओवर खत्म करने. and
लेफ्टी माफिया वाला है. नहीं वो ओवर कवर हो चुके हैं. He is just persisting with.
Do you think Pakistan can get Australia for less than 300 here?
Yeah, that would be a dream, but it would require a hell of a bowling performance to do that.
I reckon there's a chance for it if they can get Warner here as Mitch Marsh gets ready. Poor delivery from Hafiz, full and on the pads. It'll just be comfortably played for a
क्या
single.
fielding करो शाहीन शाह.
A misfield that could have resulted in a double, but it didn't. Warner now getting to another 100 against Pakistan. He's 95 of 99. He's
I
bad.
think this is shrewd captaincy from Sarfraz. It can work.
It can, yeah. He is the left-hand combination might give a wicket away to Hafiz. He's
It
known.
brings in both off spinners again into play.
Yeah, as Agha is on the sidelines. Down the track from Warner to negate the spin, and Fakhr will collect that long on for just a single. Speaking of aggression, Warner's no mutt with a bat either.
Bilkul,
96 now off 100 deliveries. Marshall new to the crease, just 2 off 2. Hafiz will continue here, third delivery of his 7th over. Turning into the left-hander again.
Slip ले ले भाई, slip ले ले.
Call for slip from Khwaja, but
Sean Marsh, Mitchell Marsh, ये Marsh.
Cricket fan 241, thank you for listening in from Holland. Stay safe, travel safe. Hope you have a good journey home. This is cut away into deep and exclusively from our producer Surfraz. He's asked you to smoke the good stuff. 2-2-7 for 3 now are the Australians.
इन कामों पे ना लगाओ इस वक्त.
96 off 100, 10 fours and 6 from the bull David Warner. Strike rate of 96 and 47 dot balls to go with, as Hafiz will try to get him out of the game as soon as possible for the Pakistanis.
Aussie थोड़े परेशान लग रहे हैं इनका dugout.
Well, I mean, Ricky looks fairly content, but he probably, because he already has 2 World Cups to his name. Short of a length, this delivery gives Warner the time to cut it away to point for a single. 2-2-8 for 3 now.
अगर यही बैटिंग बाबर आजम कर रहा होता ना तो पूरा ट्विटर पूरा सोशल मीडिया गालियां दे रहा है.
या इमाम बाबर या इमाम अगर यही बैटिंग कर रहे होते.
लेकिन वार्नर हो यार बड़ा प्लेयर है.
बड़ा player है, you know? But I think it's because the other batsmen have also gone hard, like Finch is.
And they've gotten out, so he needs to
yeah.
steady the ship a bit right
True,
now.
that is a good point. Mitch Marsh now getting ready to face Hafiz as he'll turn this into the left-hander.
yaar.
And Surfraz has listened to you once again. He's brought a slip in place for the early left-hander. As Wahab Riaz warming up on the boundary. It'll be good to see
यार
him.
imagine कर 12th man हमारा वहाब अगर बाहर जाता तो इमाद वसीम यार. These are the standards of Pakistan cricket.
I don't think Imad Naseem is a pushover of a cricketer, though. He's got an average of over 40.
Allegedly the best Wasim to play for Pakistan according to our shameless Ahmed Hassan.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that there's an Islamabad connection there that we don't want to know about.
Yeah.
There's a little talked about.
Islamabad via Swansea.
Swansea. Rack Bank ads. on
Predictions
TV.
ले लो भाई.
Right, let's get into predictions. What is
15 over
Australia's
रह गए, 228.
final score going to be at the end of this innings?
Come on Shaheen Shah यार इसको निकाल लेना यार. इसको निकाल लेना फिर मैच बन जाएगा.
Here we go. Shaheen now coming in. He's got something inside the door. Finds the outside edge and it goes between first slip and the keeper. David Warner doesn't matter. David Warner doesn't care where the runs come from at this point. He's crossed a century, 101 off 102 deliveries. What an innings it's been for him. Uncharacteristic 50 against India, and I have to say he's been slower than he usually is today for his 100, but it's well deserved. And if that had been caught, it would have been heartbreaking for the man, but luckily fell between slip and the keeper.
Genuine edge. Just to ये slip किधर खड़ा है ना first पे ना second पे तुम कहाँ खड़े हो यार.
I don't understand why Asif is in the slips. Why is Babar not in the slips?
और इतनी overacting celebration तुम्हें तो शर्म आनी चाहिए ऐसी shot पे 100.
Listen, it's been a difficult couple of years for David Warner after being
तो
banned.
हमने कहा था sandpaper तुम मारो और ये planning करो जन्नत में जाए. He should have never played cricket again. But anyway, and look at that beard यार ये कोई beard है यार. Come on man.
It's a good looking beard, man.
That's a beard.
Don't hate on the beard.
Caveman growth, bro.
Here we go. Warner now facing Shaheen Afridi again. Good delivery this time. Back in the length.
अब क्या फायदा slip सीधी रखने का.
Oh, coming back for 2, but it'll just be a comfortable one. Surfraz having a word with this bowler. I think he just wants him to bowl a bit fuller. That's where he got the edge from as well. 6 runs coming off of the first 2 deliveries. Australia are not taking the foot off the pedal here. The run rate is still well over 6.5. As Warner is 103 from 103, a strike rate of exactly 100 now.
But they have been looked very edgy and very nervous this past few overs.
Yeah, they have, and credit goes to Shaheen Afridi for doing so. Gopi Mia Kawal alluding to some seam movement that the Pakistani bowlers are finding, and Arsalan Farid is calling Wahab back into the attack.
Wahab, Hassan, in सबको old ball से बहुत.
Here we go, Shaheen now steaming in. Oh, edge! Oh, no edge. It's just moving away, moving in. Yeah, it's been an iffy 100 from David Warner, but he's really not been in form of late. So Pakistani bowlers have played him into form. Ricky Ponting in the hot. What a man to have in your World Cup team.
ये होते inspirational लोग यार.
Just imagine speaking to him before going out to play a big World Cup game.
Ball.
This one moving in to.
यार इमेजिन करो आपके डगआउट में लिकी पॉन्टिंग है या ब्रेटली हो या एलन डोनाल्ड हो, ये सब एक्स कोचेस, मैं ब्रेटली नहीं एलन डोनाल्ड को रेडी, और हमारे पास अजहर महमूद है यार.
But it's not for the lack of the kind of people that you have in the hunt.
यार
but
at this level you don't need to teach them anything, you just need to get the mentality right and back them यार. अब आमिर को बॉलिंग सिखाओगे, वहाब को बॉलिंग सिखाओगे, उसने क्या करना है?
No, I think you
just have to prepare them mentally यार.
Shaheen now coming in, full delivery,
yaar.
defended away from Mitch Marsh. He's not found his way into this innings yet as well. He's 3 off 6 deliveries, but a boundary can break the shackles from him as well. Look at that.
मतलब अगर वो अपनी स्टैंडर्ड जगह होता उसकी पाउच में थी ये बॉल यार.
I mean, it went. There are edges that land between first slip and the keeper, so it's not the first time we've seen that happen. Just a lucky break.
The problem
for
is
David
you're
Warner.
doing this fly slip. You're trying to cover the whole slip cordon. ये वाला काम फायदा ही नहीं है. The odds never suit you in that situation.
Shaheen full delivery again,
Ball
driven
again,
back to him,
yeah.
tries to field, but a bit of a fumble, but no run off of it. 235 for 3, 14 overs to go. I mean, Australia, at least they'll get 100 off of this, so Pakistan probably looking to chase 336 here. Arslan is saying we can't even chase 250 because Stark and Co. Will open the bowling for the Aussies.
यार स्टार्क ने भी बड़ी मार खाई थी इंडिया के खिलाफ, ऐसी भी कोई बात नहीं है यार. थोड़ा बैक करो बॉयज को, कुछ भी हो सकता है. बॉबी का 100 है आज यार कंफर्म.
But a much more improved spell from Shaheen Afridi. His first spell was very wayward, short of a length. The lines weren't on point as well. But then Kevin Peterson did tweet and say that he should bowl a bit fuller. Asif Ali's had a pretty ordinary day in the field. He's dropped a catch, and the second chance that that was presented to him, it was a bit too wide in terms of his slip positioning. But I think that goes down to Sarfraz more so than him.
Wahab Riaz back into the attack.
5th over now for him. Short ball.
Catch!
And there should be a man at third man that should collect.
Oh my God, yaar! Asif Ali again. He's dropped it again. At third man.
I lost for words after this opportunity. Wahab Riaz is walking back to his mark.
बंदा क्या कहे अभी यार?
You can't really, I don't know what to say. It's straight into the hands of Asif Ali, and it's popped right out as he tries to collect. This is the third opportunity that Asif Ali has dropped, has let go of this game.
David Warner का कैच है यार.
And that was a very well set David Warner. Wahab Riaz, you know, David Warner's not going to give you many opportunities to get him out, and he's already given Pakistan 2 this innings. He's going to continue here. Wahab, it's such a Pakistani bowlers are so used to this now, but even as a Pakistani commentator, I'm not used to calling this.
What is it with Wahab Riaz and Australians and dropped catches on the boundaries यार? कोई ये रिश्ता अनोखा सा चल रहा है. We could have swung the game towards us already यार, और हम ये गलतियां कर रहे हैं बार-बार.
Look at that, Wahab Riaz cuts
Dropping
a
an F-bomb.
frustrated figure as David Warner is relieved. You know, I know this is a bit far-fetched as Wahab comes in. Another good delivery outside off. Mitch Marsh does not know what he's doing out in the middle today.
यार इस पिच पे उन्होंने हमारा क्या हाल
I know there's a couple wickets that have been lost here, but that have been dropped. But I really hope this doesn't affect Asif Ali's batting.
यार छोड़ो यार अभी.
Because अगर बैटिंग भी अफेक्ट होगी तो क्या फायदा, और भी नेगेटिविटी है यार.
यार मसला ये कि वो 7 का प्लेयर नहीं, वो 6 को आप उसको बैक करो, आप उसको 7 पे भेज के क्या फायदा. इज नॉट ए प्योर हिटर के आते ही सारी वो शुरू कर दे, उसको भी सेट होने में टाइम लगता है. So it's a self-defeating exercise.
Mitch Marsh finally gets a run to his name as he moves on to 4. He was quiet for the last few deliveries. This time just plays away onto the leg side to run across Asif Ali.
भाई भी देखो यार क्राउड में बैठे हैं, वो घूरी करा रहे हैं आसिफ अली को. डेथ स्टेयर दे रहे हैं फुल टाइम. रियल टाइम रिप्ले यार. परफेक्ट ट्रैप था. थर्ड मैन आपने रखा हुआ है. स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड कैच है यार. अब मसला ये ऐसी चीज़ों पे वो बंदा ड्रॉप हो जाएगा. यूजफुल क्रिकेटर लेकिन वो ड्रॉप हो जाएगा, फिर मलिक खेलता रहेगा.
यार देखो कैच पे ड्रॉप होना तो कोई छोटी चीज नहीं है. These have been huge chances for Pakistan in a World Cup game. Wahab tries a full delivery. Warner plays it back to mid off for no run.
And we have come back really well with the old ball यार. इतनी अच्छी बॉलिंग करा रहे हैं.
यार बट इट्स फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग राइट. अभी 6 विकेटें होती है, 5 विकेटें होती हैं आपकी. 5 विकेटों का मतलब ये है कि आप हो सकता है 300 से पहले आउट कर सको.
मार्च या केरी होते हैं क्रीज पे, रीबिल्ड कर रहे होते हैं, प्रेशर में आ जाते हैं. Opportunities given.
Was that man just holding like 4 burritos in the back? Did you see that?
-26 Asif Ali has cost us in the field today. Yeah. Good ball again, Wahab. Yaar, behtering bowling.
Played away to point for no run. Just 4 runs coming off to Sover. It should have been a wicket over as well.
No luck.
Asif Ali's teammates really are going to have to.
No luck, and because you create your own luck.
You do have to create your own luck. You're 100% right about that. But at the same time, I hope that the Pakistani fieldsmen they get involved with Asif. Make sure that there's no negativity in his head. This can happen to any player. We saw Jason Roy drop 2 huge catches against Pakistan, and he came back to score a big 100 in his next game.
Projections देखो यार, अब 325 से ऊपर I can't see Pakistan chasing anything.
Yeah, it's just going to be too
But that's
difficult.
just what 80 runs away यार. ये तो 13 ओवर में वैसे ही बन जाते हैं. We need some miracles here right now. Who's coming into the bowling?
String wickets, maybe bring Asif Ali on to bowl. Show him what it feels like.
Shaheen
now,
Afridi.
a beautiful Yorker. It's dug out from Marsh onto the leg side for a single. Or no, it'll probably come back for 2
यार
here.
बाकी ball उसको follow कर रही है. Everywhere we go, it's Asif Ali on the screen. Number
It's really
45.
important as a new international player for his captain to make sure he's encouraged.
न्यू तो नहीं, 15-20 मैच अब खेल चुका है.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is compare him to Jason Roy. Jason Roy had a horrendous outing against Pakistan, came back to score 100.
True, ये भी है.
So you got to back your players and you make sure that they don't feel completely deflated
सही बात.
because of this. It's just a couple catches. Pakistan still in this game.
उसको slip
241
से
for
तो
3.
निकाल दिया वैसे.
Another
Oh,
good
lovely
delivery.
ball again.
Hey,
Shaheen
Babar is
Shah.
ready to field. If Babar is ready to field in the slips, and why wasn't he in the slips in the first place?
समझ से बाहर है.
He's been a slip fielder for Pakistan as soon as Misbah and Yunus had retired. I
और
don't know.
जब से वो क्रिक इन्फो आर्टिकल आया था ना हमारी फील्डिंग की तारीफ करने वाला,
Exactly.
हम तहस नहस हो चुके हैं फील्डर.
Warner today, he's been pretty prolific on the drive, but a bit iffy on the back foot. Not many runs coming there, but he scored runs across the park, predominantly on the offside, and a few big ones down the ground as well. As Shaheen now continues to David Warner, makes room, cuts it away, and the man at third man. And Mohammad Amir been pretty good in the deep today. His throws have been accurate and gets to the ball rather quickly.
Amir has been the saving grace for us in this World Cup.
Keeps it down to a single. Yeah,
Consistent रहा ही नहीं है. अब आमिर के भी अभी भी 3 ओवर रहते हैं.
Amir's got 3 overs in the
वहाब
half.
के 5 रहते हैं. शाहीन का ये एक और ओवर. हसन अली को हम अभी तक अटैक.
Yeah, but Hassan Ali's gone for runs. He's really going to have to do better. As taking a look at his partnerships, so 146 for the first one, 43 and 34 for the second and third, and then 19 for the fourth. But that could have been a lot less had we had picked up our catches. Good delivery again.
Oh.
Warner, not sure.
Shaping up to
Attempted
that
pull,
one.
but yeah, but he just defended it back to Shaheen. He's a quick thinker, David Warner. Good change up on the shot
Player तो
there.
अच्छा है यार, all format player.
No doubt about that.
But इसको भी हमने inform कर दिया है. Against India, he couldn't buy a run. The way he was struggling out there, he almost lost them the game basically.
Do you think that was the reason Australia lost the game because of his slow 50?
I think they were positioned to even from there to make it a stiff run chase.
Yeah,
What would
Shaheen.
they-
Oh,
in the
yeah,
air!
this could be taken in the deep. A lot of height on it. It won't cross the boundary, and it's taken by Imam al-Haq.
Shaheen Shah Afridi.
He might not be a catalog model, but he surely is a model fielder for Pakistan in the deep. Caught quite comfortably as David Warner.
Coming around, he's going to get close to it. Oh, what a ripper! That could turn the whole game.
It could turn the whole game, to be honest. It wasn't a ripper by any stretch of the imagination. A regulation
Bale
catch.
मॉडल ने कैच लिया यार.
A regulation catch by Imam. He's
यार
cut.
इतनी टेपें क्यों लगी हुई हैं यार? हमारे फील्डर क्या सीरिया से वापस आए हैं? ये किधर से आए हैं यार ये लोग? क्यों इतने इनके बैंडेजेस लगी हुई हैं?
Well, it doesn't matter how they come. 107 off 111
The most
for.
mufta 100 you will ever see from a.
यार
Aussie
उसको
batsman.
उसने चांसेस 100 के बाद दिए, 100 से पहले चांसेस नहीं दिए थे. इस तरह ना करो उसके साथ.
यार उसको हमने इतने रन करना ही एक बड़ा
फिंच को
था
चांसेस
यार.
मिले थे. वार्नर ने काफी कंट्रोल में इनिंग्स उसने बड़ा जबरदस्त 100 किया इधर. So take nothing away from Pakistan's
यार I am
opponents today.
taking everything away. I am taking all 107 runs of his away. तुमने देने तो दे दो.
यार दे दिया हमने. But it's been a good innings from David Warner. Good to see somebody
But
like
we
him
can
back in
fight back
form.
in this bloody game now.
Oh, for
यार.
sure. I still feel like we have the bowling to keep Australia under 300. I know it's far fetched, but there's a chance here.
शाहीन शाह हसन अली ये
Wahab's got his tail up.
वहाब है आमिर है
Hold
यार।
on to the goddamn catches, and they would have been 6 down by now.
बल्कि टेक आउट द फील्डर्स फ्रॉम द इक्वेशन खुद बोल्ड और एलबीडब्ल्यू मारो
Yeah, देखो, when you bowl to the stumps, it becomes easier for the batsman to play. Usman Khwaja coming in a peculiar position for him. He
यार
usually
कभी ओपनर आ रहा है आज 6 पे आ रहा है
exactly he usually opens the bowling for him, and he's wearing an oversized sweater like he usually does when he comes out to bat.
दे आर डूइंग अ डिसर्विस विद हिम कि उस ज्यादती है उसके साथ
I don't really know because who you gonna open the batting with? The fact that he's in this.
मतलब टॉप 3 का प्लेयर है ये
तो किसको निकालोगे भाई? स्मिथ को बिठाओगे?
स्मिथ 4 पे खेले
That could work.
क्यों आया था
That could work. Shaheen now continuing. The batsmen have crossed. Half an appeal from him, but it's definitely going down the leg side.
रिव्यू भी नहीं है हमारे पास मसला ये कि वो राइट लेफ्ट वाला काम वो डिस्टर्ब करना चाह रहे थे
Yeah, I mean, Khwaja's going to have to bat out of his skin here because this is not a position he plays in the domestic or in the T20 game or in the test matches. So it's he's usually the man that sees off the new ball for him, but he's not a slow player by
और हमने
any
देखा
means.
था वर्सेस इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान इन द सीरीज बिफोर द वर्ल्ड कप कितने स्कोर मारे हैं इसने यार
Yeah, he's a good runner.
He's on fire हमारे DGISPR भी बहुत बड़े फैन बन गए थे उस वक्त इसके
Yeah, a couple hundreds against India in India, which is they're not easy to come because India have a decent
Especially with
bowling
Bumrah
attack.
and all these guys
Exactly.
playing,
But at the same time, I think Australia, they're lucky to have Warner and Smith in the side, but the current combination was obviously ruffled a bit. The likes of Khwaja are a good example of that. As Wahab will continue and will play down a third man from Steve Smith. Neither of the batsmen now are set here, so Pakistan have a chance to pounce on top of them and get a couple wickets. Just try to keep the run rate under control because
Aussie batting has been shaky in this tournament.
it
It's
has
not
been,
looked very
and the
good.
fifth bowler has gone for runs from Pakistan, leading one-day international runs in 2019. Usman Khwaja is topping that group by around 50 runs. Aaron Finch also in this side is on second place. Good delivery
ball,
from
Wahab,
Wahab,
yes.
keeping it tight as well as creating the chances to get the wickets.
यार
Again,
33 34 का हो गया वहां
again.
मुसलसल 88 89
It's remarkable. He's still our fastest bowler. He's got a duck in the wickets column, but that is not to the lack of effort of his own. It's the Pakistani fielders that haven't lived up to the expectations today once again. And I was hoping coming into this World Cup, this would be the best Pakistani fielding side that we've ever seen. But so far we haven't really.
that dream has gone to shit
No,
very
I mean,
soon.
it's still early days. Still our third playable game. As this is pulled away from Khwaja into the deep. There's a man at a deep square leg with his shining green boots, Imam Al Haq. The ball has also been following him around everywhere today. It'll just be a single, 2 runs coming off of 3 deliveries. Reverse swing 515. I like the name on that. He's saying this is Warner's third consecutive 100 versus Pakistan. That's a good point. Yeah, I think he scored 2 back to
वाह वो जो 2016
back in the series as well. So,
प्रॉपर बुली बना हुआ है हमारे खिलाफ यार
but today was a
और हर
bit.
मैच में हम इसके तकरीबन कैच छोड़ते ही छोड़ते हैं Good
The
ball,
delivery
Riaz,
from
right on the
Mahabri on the
off
outside
stump
arm.
once again. यार कमाल बॉलिंग करा रहे हैं मोल्ड बॉल के साथ
Khwaja, I've pulled out a tweet from you from a couple days from 3 days
हो
ago.
रहे हैं भाई
What-
देखो जी कोई दूल्हा आया हुआ है मैच छोड़ के
If that's his wife, she doesn't
वलीमा
look
छोड़ के इधर आ गया मैच देखने
she doesn't look as amused as we are in the com box.
I think she might be a
I think she's realized her mistake. She might just be going back on this very soon. I'm going to read out Khwaja's tweet from 3 days ago because so we can grill him in the com box as well. Whipped away off the pads. Imam again, who'll field that deep square leg to keep it at a single. He's written, Warner is finished at the international level. Pack it in and become a T20 mercenary.
बिल्कुल सही कहा है मैंने I stand by my comments what a shit innings
And he's
man.
come out to score 100 off 111 deliveries.
यार इतने तो हमने चांस दिए उसको
यार उसके चांसेस 100 के बाद आए हैं ख्वाजा क्या बात कर रहे हो
चांस होता है
चांस होता है चाहे जाली हो
चांस ऑफ पेस
चांस ऑफ पेस
देखो ना उसका डग आउट भी खुश नहीं कहते क्या घटिया शॉट है
Aziz Samood on
lovely ball
played away down a third man. Amr will field it away just a single.
यार वहाब in just 3 overs he's completely fixed his economy rate and everything बस विकेट्स चाहिए भाई विकेट
Yeah.
अमरी को चाहिए
Aziz Samood on Periscope is saying Australia shouldn't get past 300 from here.
यार अब इतना
That is, I mean, it's not. It's you're asking for a lot. That's 5 wickets, 6
that's you
wickets.
literally been perfect man
Nah, it's more than. And Yacht Naveed here from Europe, I think somewhere in Germany or Norway. I can't remember exactly. But thank you for joining us, Naveed, again. Hope you're home safe today. 247 for 4. The fans are asking for 6 wickets in the next 50 runs, which is is a long shot, to be honest. But let's see.
यार सिटी हम कैसे जीते थे mid overs wickets, so we have to stick to that game
Right, but
plan.
those opportunities have been presented to you, Khwaja. We've just not taken them.
हाँ
Hassan Butt 96 is saying Yar Boys Fakhr masterclass is overdue. Naveed confirming that he's
यार
residing
शहंशाह आ गया
in
तो
Germany
इंशाल्लाह
right
फखर
now.
भी सारे कलंदरी आज चलेंगे इंशाल्लाह.
As you can
वैसे
see,
फखर ने वर्ल्ड कप में अभी तक क्या किया? I don't remember.
scored a 50 in the first in the game against England, right?
नहीं यार इमाम 40 किए थे.
It was around there. It was around there about, but he got
Start 69 for हमारी पहली
he
wicket
got
थी.
bogged down after the spinners came
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
It was a bit
अच्छा
sad.
वो स्टंप हो गया था stump.
Yeah, yeah. Shaheen now coming in, a full delivery.
Ball,
It's
Shaheen
ribbon
Shah.
onto the leg side to mid on. It'll just be a single. The runs aren't coming, but the Australians are probably waiting for that last 10 to go hard
The
at the ball.
biggest evolution of ODI cricket in the last 10 years होता था कि यार 3 for 45 एक match winning spell होता था. आजकल होता है 2 for 60, 2 for
Yeah,
55. You know, those kind of spells are the ones. Run rate इतने बढ़ गए कि उनके बेचारों के economy rate ही नहीं down होते अब.
It's just a harder day out for the bowlers. It's just
They have
becoming
to change the rules to help the bowlers. यार ये क्या मजाक है?
no doubt about it. Shaheen now coming in, a left-handed fast man from Pakistan.
Catch!
Up-ish, but there's nobody
Oh,
at
wicket कहाँ है
mid
यार?
wicket. But the man in the deep will collect one-handed throw. Good fielding in the deep, but they'll come back for two comfortably as Hafiz is seen back it up the stumps. There was a run opportunity early in the day that Pakistan missed only because there was no one backing at the stumps. So it's been
यार amateurish.
it's been a shoddy display in the field. Pakistan's decisions have been weak as well. Right, yeah, Naveed is made himself comfortable in Stuttgart. Stuttgart, however you want to call
Drive
it.
there.
Driven
यार ये
off,
क्या
poor
fielding
fielding
है
from
यार?
Pakistan, and that'll be a boundary. It breaks the shackles from Pakistan. The run rate was absolutely perfect in the past 5 overs. Mitch Marsh wasn't buying a
ये
run for
शोएब मलिक
Pakistan.
हमारा सो कॉल्ड बेस्ट फील्डर कर क्या रहा है यार? हमने कितने रन्स दिया फील्डिंग में?
Yeah,
20 30.
Malik couldn't get down quickly enough, and Sean Marsh will steal a boundary from the Pakistanis there.
पहली बात तुम इतने करीब क्यों खड़े हो यार? सर्कल पे खड़े हो.
Yeah, to a fast bowler, you should probably be standing a few paces behind and then walk into the circle. But Sean Marsh, lucky to get away with that. Lucky to get a boundary there as well. Shaheen will continue 7 runs off of this over. Quick one. Oh, angled into the left-hander. It'll be another single. But the rotation of strike has been quite comfortable this over for Shaheen.
पंच काउंटर पंच बड़े चल रहे हैं इस मैच में. Typical दोनों attacking teams of Pakistan Australia. They never take a back foot.
Right, but even at the current run rate, Australia will be in the ascendancy. Yeah, the Stuttgart is the correct
6.4 पे कितने
pronunciation.
बनते हैं?
I hope I'm
0.4
not
into 50
butchering
कितने होते हैं?
that. Kopimia Kawal is asking for Imad Shadab to be in for Malik. I think Imad is a better batsman at Malik currently, so that's probably not a bad decision.
Good ball,
Yorker from
Shaheen Shah.
Shaheen, and the man at mid-on will. I mean,
क्या ज़्यादती है यार बेचारा 2 for 70. He really didn't deserve to go for these runs today.
that's the end of his 10 over 70 runs coming off of them, but he has picked up 2 wickets, his first 2 of the World Cup, first ever World Cup for him. He's been okay after his first spell was quite poor, but since then he's been on the money, full deliveries, good pace, and the lines
Produced
haven't
edge
strayed
and
too much.
gotten
Yeah,
wickets, you know.
and a drop catch from him too as well.
Shaheen Shah ने भी catch छोड़ा.
I think, no, like off of his bowling. But yeah, Shaheen's Pakistan's fielding today has been a letdown. They would have had 3 more wickets today if it was even mediocre.
I truly feel bad for Sarfaraz today. I truly feel bad for him.
You can't do more than this. The bowling changes again have been on point. Took away Shaheen when he needed to. Brought in the spinners when he needed to. Got through his 5th bowler when he needed to.
वैसे let's project 256 for 4 in the last 10 overs. 100 भी पड़े, 100 तो नहीं पड़ने चाहिए यार. 80 लगा लो. 320, 330, 40 ऐसा कुछ.
You have to back yourself to chase that. But the Pakistani
Ball
batting lineup.
अच्छा इन्होंने थोड़ा सा देखो आपने गलीद ले लिया और उसके पीछे थर्ड मैन भी लिया. That's an interesting field set for
Yeah,
yes.
I think the short ball outside off might be played away to third man, like Warner gave that opportunity to Asif Ali earlier. But just take a look at Shaheen's lengths. The opening spell was wayward,
थोड़ी पीछे थी यार,
but
थोड़ी.
since then it was in the slot. It was Yorker length. It's fine. He can use his length and his pace for a couple short deliveries as well. But then they need to be quick and they need to be targeted.
Catch.
This is in the air, but it'll evade the man on the leg side. Poor delivery from Wahab Riaz. It didn't have too much behind it either, and it was not enough height, so it was just perfectly
क्यों bang in bowling करा रहे हो बार-बार यार? विकेटों पे
Yeah,
कराओ.
yeah, perfectly set up for Khwaja to just slap it over
That's a hell of a shot.
mid wicket for 4. Yeah, good shot.
Typical Australian back foot slap over wide long.
3.
one. And he hit the cooler as well. कोई कुछ मिलेगा उसको?
No. It's not the PSL or the BBL
Catch a crow. जब वो Danny कहता है crow.
Crowder. Wahab Riaz now coming in. Hopefully goes for a fuller length here, but no,
third man.
it'll be another boundary.
यार,
Beautiful
third man
batting.
किधर घूम रहे हो यार?
You have to say that was a brilliant shot from Khwaja. He saw that the third man was a bit wide. Asif Ali, that man. So Frost can't find a spot to hide him in the field right now, as Khwaja finds a very fine shot between the boundary and third man. It'll go for another boundary. 10 run off their last 2 deliveries. They've started the last 10 overs of this innings perfectly. Have Australia.
यार अगर आपने वो गली तो इतना आपने लिया हुआ तो थर्ड मैन को तो सीधा ले लो यार. लगता है ये स्ट्रेट बाउंड्रीज काफी छोटी हैं इस ग्राउंड पे.
Yeah, it could work in
Taunting.
Pakistan's favor as Wahab continuing with a good length delivery this time. Played away to third man. His lines have been a bit poor this over from Wahab Riaz. Asif Ali feels that away.
6.5 का रन है कितना 325 बनता है.
Well, yeah, you'll have to see. Maybe Frost can.
यार तुमने क्या A level मैथ्स नहीं की हुई क्या?
I didn't go to A levels or that.
मैट्रिक किया आपने.
No, I went to an American high school, so they don't teach us math. They just teach us.
Stat 1 तो किया है ना.
They teach us how to rummage the earth for capitalist profits.
Oh my god. भाई कैपिटलिज्म से ही
265 for 4.
York
A
is different.
full-
यार
a
ये
full
क्या हो रहा है
delivery,
यार?
driven away. Beats Shoaib Malik for another boundary. He gives up the chase very early there too. I think his legs catching up to him. Wahab Riaz with getting his typical Wahab over out of the way.
समझ से बाहर है यार. ये क्या फील्डिंग ली हुई है? क्यों ये सर्कल में लॉन्ग ऑफ इस वक्त आपने किस लिए लिए मैं यार? You want your bowler to bowl full, okay, keep long off and long on the boundaries. वो भी आपने सर्कल में लिया है. There's no respite on this ground. कोई भी आप थोड़ा सा सर्कल बीट करो फौरन चौका हो जाता है.
Waqar 618 is saying Asif Ali is the Nasser Jamshed of this World Cup.
Catch!
Outside off, it's a quicker delivery that Marsh tries to slash at, but completely misses. A disastrous over for Wahab and Pakistan comes to an end.
Sean Marsh
Australia,
3 of 8 now 20 of 21.
yeah, Australia now 269 for 4 after 41 overs. In 9 overs, if they can get 90 runs,
ओए यार.
that would be a phenomenal effort by them.
Anything above 325, I don't think we can do it.
I reckon anything above 300, it's a World Cup game. It'll be too difficult for Pakistan to get.
ऊपर से स्टार्ट कमिंस, केन रिचर्डसन भी अच्छा बॉलर, कोल्टर नाइल भी अच्छा बॉलर है.
Yeah, Coulter Nile's been a bit off color though.
हाँ,
Besides, I
वो
mean,
थोड़ा हिटेबल बॉलर.
yeah, and the West Indies kind of gave wickets to him. He's not as good as he seems. It's very important for Pakistan to see which bowlers they need to target. If you remember, the West Indies had the game in the bag against the Australians, but then they went hard at Stark and Cummins, and they lost the game. You can't do that. As Hassan Ali now coming in on the leg side, poor delivery.
Yaar.
It'll just be guided away to fine leg for another boundary.
यार राउंड द विकेट आ जाओ, तुम क्यों ऊपर जैसे आ रहे हो
The
यार?
Pakistani bowlers are kind of losing the plot here in the past couple overs. Shaheen gone for runs, then Wahab, and now Hassan's followed up as well with a completely incorrect line to the left-hander Usman Khwaja, who's hurried his way off to 17 off 11.
सारा मोमेंटम खराब हो गया.
Hassan now coming around again, this time outside off. Good line now, good change up there. He was trying to dab it down to third man Usman Khwaja, but missed it completely. Take a look at Australia's wickets. They've been gifted to Pakistan today.
काफी अच्छा कैच लिया था.
Yeah, Hafiz running back, taking a Aaron Finch catch, the second one off of Hafiz's bowling. Very similar in fashion. This time running back was Asif Ali. He's the one who took the catch as well. And Shaheen then completely bowled Maxwell. I don't know what he was looking for there was Maxwell. And then David Warner, after a couple chances, gave his wicket away in the air as well. Another poor line from Hassan Ali is just whipped away off the pads of Khwaja for a single to bring Mitch Marsh on to strike. Very slow, but come in later. Ricky Ponting and David Warner having a chat. Pat Cummins sitting with his hoodie on, doesn't expect to bat, but that might change if Pakistan can get their lines right here. Better lengths from Hassan as well. Beautiful shot from Sean Marsh as Imam Al-Haq will field. I feel like the only two fielders on the Pakistan team today are Imam Al-Haq and Asif Ali. Imam has done a decent job though in the deep. So has Mohammad Amir, but Shoaib Malik, Asif Ali, Fakhar Zaman, they've all been below par. 275 for 4, a run rate of 6.6. Khwaja 18 off 13. Mitch Marsh 21 off 22 after a slowish start to his innings. Hassan Ali now coming in outside off. That's going to be wide. It's been signaled by Nigel Long, an umpire that we've seen plenty in our cricketing
Hassan
days.
Ali's drastic dip in form has really changed the outlook of Pakistan's bowling. यार he was our saving grace. फर्स्ट चेंज पे आता था, हर मैच में इसकी पक्की दो तीन विकेटें होती थी. अब तो एक विकेट कहाँ मिलेगी, कब मिलेगी, अल्लाह ही जानता है यार. ऊपर से ही इज गेटिंग हैमर्ड फॉर रन्स. ये होना कि चलो इकोनॉमी रेट ठीक है, लेकिन वो भी बिल्कुल ख़राब हुआ है.
So now coming in, good delivery again on off stump, driven back by Khwaja this time.
And he was bowling so well against England with the old ball. He bowled fantastically well.
Right, Khwaja first यहाँ 350 हो जाते हैं, which is doable for Australia.
बिल्कुल.
इस बॉल के बाद आप मुझे बताएं कि how should Pakistan time their chase and where are the keys, because टॉप ऑर्डर के अलावा भी बैटिंग होगी. इस तरह तो नहीं है कि 10 विकेटों से पाकिस्तान जीत जाएगा. और 350 पाकिस्तान ने किया है बैटिंग फर्स्ट और इवन बैटिंग सेकंड अगेंस्ट इंग्लैंड. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि the lineup is completely alien to these runs. Hassan Ali with a poor line again down the leg side, but it just crashes on to Khwaja's thigh pad for a single. It's poor from him again. Khwaja 350 to chase. Tell me how Pakistan tackled that.
यार of course opening और top 3 के में लंबी पार्टनरशिप चाहिए होगी. They need to bat deep, go till maybe the 30th over, 32nd over. उसके बाद फिर कोशिश करें लॉन्च करने की. Ideally you'd like to be chasing around maybe 170, 160 in the last 160 तो improbable है. 180 in the last 20 overs. You should be keeping that in mind and then make it a T20 if you have wickets in hand. हफीज़ हमने देखा अच्छी फॉर्म में है. सरफराज भी वनडे सीरीज़ में अच्छा स्कोर करा था इंग्लैंड के खिलाफ. आसिफ अली हमने देखा he made a couple of 50s too. It's only Malik that hasn't looked that in good nick so far. तो उम्मीद यही है कि आपका टॉप ऑर्डर लंबी पार्टनरशिप दे और फिर नीचे से आके the late assault and pressurize the Aussie bowlers. उनके भी कोई स्पिनर नहीं है, so it'll be tough to attack.
But then Amr back into the attack for his 3
Catch!
overs. Up is taken.
He's gone.
Wahab Riaz doesn't drop those. And Muhammad Amr, you give him the ball and he just picks up wickets. He's got a knack for this at the World Cup, and he's done it again. Pakistan's top wicket taker at the CWC 19 has struck again. Khwaja has to walk back. 18 off 16.
Brilliant from Amir. Pakistan cricket at its best. 1 minute down, next minute up.
Easy catch from Wahab, and thank God, a heart and mouth moment for all Pakistan fans. But Wahab taking a crucial catch just like he did in the English game again. And I think Amr signaling that was a slower delivery back of the hand.
Held it back.
And Usman has to go back. A quick 18 off 16 is not going to hurt Australia though. But again, Pakistan in the hunt for keeping Australia below 320 now.
आपने देखा हसन अली और वहाब फुल जान मारे 88-90 miles an hour, losing their line length. Amir is just using his brain, letting them do the heavy lifting, letting them play the big shots.
Yeah, Srijan saying Australia at max should get 320 at max, and Moiz Abdul Jabbar saying at the 37th over the ball is still seaming. 270 is a good total here. बहुत ज़्यादा करवा दिए हैं हमने. Luck and good batting and bad bowling need to finish them off ASAP. And he's also followed up by saying, भाइयों score काफ़ी अच्छा हो गया, and 300 will be too much. This pitch is disturbing till the 40th over. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think the pitch we haven't utilized it as much as we should have, or it's just?
Yeah, I think it's not as dangerous as it's looked, but अब वही है, जब ऑजी बॉलिंग पाएंगे तब पता लग जाएगा हम कितने पानी में हैं. You obviously you have to judge a pitch when you see both sides bat on it. So ये केरी भी हमने देखा खतरनाक बैट्समैन है, made a quick fire 50 against India. He's a very fine player. 87.6.
I reckon if he had support on
he
the
would easily be opening for half the teams in this World Cup. Yeah.
mate, if he had support on the day of the India game, he would have won the game for
वो स्टॉइनस
for
ब्रो ने
Australia.
आके एक ओवर में भुवनेश्वर को विकेट देके मैच बदल दिया.
Muhammad Amir, full delivery.
With
What a
Yorker.
Yorker from Muhammad. He's just on the money right now as Kerry has to dig that out. It's not an easy delivery to play for a stub. It's well played by Alex as well.
Very good bowling there from Amir. Right up there in the block hold. Here you see the wicket. Simple catch, just held it back and a very smart catch and made off by Wahab Riaz. Bowler एक दूसरे की help कर रहे हैं, बाकी fielder तो सारे हमारे टुन्ने हैं basically.
Yeah, it's been the Wahab and Amr show for Pakistan. Much
The
like
most maligned and criticized bowlers.
that is remarkable. The Punjabi pace duo back in the hunt for Pakistan cricket.
Oh, good ball.
Outside off, slashed away from Carey, and he completely misses as Sarfraz collects 277 for 5. The run rate is just at 6.5 right now at the 43rd over.
काफी support
Pakistan
है यार
still
हमारे,
need
काफी
wickets.
नौजवान आए हुए हैं.
Yeah, a
Go
lot of
green.
a whole group of Gujranwala supporters from Manchester have flown in.
अच्छा.
Some of them are rocking the classic 92 kit,
ओए, ओए, ओए.
and some of them are rocking a really thick maroon sweater.
Men in maroon.
The men in maroon as well. The West Indies are having a pretty
We
decent
shouldn't
World
let our
Cup as
fans
well.
down, यार. जीतो ये match.
Amr now full and
Lovely ball,
outside of
यार.
off. Carey new to the crease. Amr's sheepishly smiling at him because he doesn't know much about what he's doing to
Getting it
the
to
ball here.
nibble.
But that again,
It's like a James Anderson kind of.
it begs the question, doesn't it? Because what is Stark going to do to us? Top wicket takers at the World Cup, Lockie
कीवियों ने
Ferguson
यार सारा तबाह किया हुआ है.
with 8, but Muhammad Amr is just climbing up that ladder. He's with 7. But it is the people from Australia and New Zealand.
यार अपना flag ही ये बदल लें यार, एक flag में.
So wasn't there a competition a couple years
हुआ
ago?
था न्यूजीलैंड का.
But
Oh, good ball.
played
there.
away onto to mid on from Amr for a single. By the way, there is a subreddit for people that use Reddit that says that it's our maps without New Zealand. It's showcases all the cartographers that forget the existence of New Zealand. It's a brilliant little.
एक और आप वेबसाइट चेक करो,
Point of
इस
the
बेल्जियम का कंट्री, वो भी एक अच्छा एक मीम ट्रोल बना हुआ है.
Okay.
काफी पुराना.
Okay, is it a country?
Technically it is, but not in
Not an edit.
by anybody's moral standards. I wouldn't call it a country.
Wow, not really sure what happens in Belgium, but I guess it stays in Belgium as Amr comes around to end his 8th over. The bottom of the 43rd.
Oh!
It looked like there was an inside edge,
क्या
but there was
bowling
nothing
करा
off
रहा
of it.
है यार.
That will be a wicket and
What an
a
over!
single.
One run in the slog overs against the mighty Australians.
Yeah,
One wicket single run. Wow, that's Muhammad Amir for you.
Yeah, the Pakistani faithful are behind their bowlers. You can see they're a pendulum of feelings
बिल्कुल यार.
for the Pakistani fans. They back their team pretty well when it's going well, but they're quick to
यार whatever
yell
it
out
is,
the
we are
Galia
full
as well.
on. We are full on as well.
Yeah.
आपने वो clip देखी होगी, फिट्टे मुंह
फिट्टे
तोड़ो,
मुंह.
फिट्टे मुंह.
Yeah.
अच्छा, by the way, that was not my clip. It was लोग मुझे गालियाँ देते थे कि how dare you.
Yeah.
मैंने मुझे सिर्फ WhatsApp पे मिली थी, मैंने सिर्फ post
की थी.
तो मैंने caption नहीं लगाया, तो लोगों ने कहा यार
I have
तुम कैसे fan हो
कैसे
रही हो.
fan? I mean, I have mixed feelings about that behavior as well. I think there's a time and place.
यार I don't believe in this respect the players. अब वही क्या.
नहीं, my mixed feelings is
माँ बहन नहीं करो, उसके अलावा तो चलता है.
माँ बहन नहीं करो, गालियाँ ना दो. फिटे मुंह is not that harsh.
Yeah, it's okay यार.
फिटे मुंह तो मतलब चलता कभी कभार. चलो
ball.
ठीक है. Driven away to the man at cover. Hafiz will field
At
it
long-
away. Oh, that's an overthrow. Will get a
यार ये
single.
क्या डंगर हैं यार, ये क्यों दे रहे हैं ऐसे फजूल. तुमने नहीं रन आउट करना, डायरेक्ट हिट कर क्या रहे हो तुम. और बैकअप फील्डर कहाँ है, समझ से बाहर है यार. एक एंड पे हम आमिर कंट्रोल कर, दूसरी तरफ हम गैस्केट खोल दिया और सारे रन दे देते हैं. कर क्या रहे हो हफीज यार, तुम कौन हो. तुम क्या जॉन्टी रोड्स के प्यो हो. तुमने कहाँ से रन आउट करना है उधर से. और ऊपर से ये मूछे इसने मोड़ी हुई, दिल करता मैं रेजर फेर दूं इसके ऊपर से यार.
His fielding
Jibo
has been in
Gharib.
the positive as Hassan comes around. Good delivery this
Ball.
time into the body of
शुक्र अराउंड द विकेट आ गया.
Alex Scary. Nadeem is saying we need to get rid of Alex Scary. Out
वाकई
ASAP.
यार, ट्रूली स्केरी.
Nice little name.
हालांकि
for-
लगता है पप्पू बच्चा है, लेकिन खतरनाक और जबरदस्त टाइमिंग वाला बैट्समैन है. हाँ, इसने एंड में 50 ऑफ 25 मारे थे शायद इंडिया को. तो नीड टू बी केयरफुल. है अभी भी दांत निकल रहे हैं यार. किस बात के दांत निकल रहे हैं, आपको 300 रन पड़ गए हैं.
That's all right. That's all right. I don't mind.
थोड़े से सीरियस लगो.
I don't mind the positive mood in the camp. You got to keep the spirits up. Slip and plays for Hassan Ali, but he's not really
Lovely
going to
ball
make use of
again.
that fielder as he keeps his bowling straight to the stumps. Alex Carey, I guess he's used to playing
यार
Indian.
look at it यार, पाकिस्तान इन द फील्ड. वो बेनी हिल का म्यूजिक नहीं, इस किस्म का म्यूजिक लगाओ यार इन लोगों पे. ये कर क्या रहे हैं डंगर यार. मतलब दे आर नॉट फोकस्ड ऑन द गेम, दे आर मेंटली रिलैक्स्ड यार, दे आर नॉट शार्प. क्या बंदा बोले यार, यही बस वहाब वाला काम ही बंदा सकता है. एफ बॉम्ब और गालियां ही दो.
It's the kind of Pakistani performance that when the game ends, you look back, yeah, if we were better in the field, we might have won the game. I hope that's not what we're saying at the bottom
Good
of the
ball
100 overs
again.
today. A
Maro
chance for a run
yaar.
out, but it misses the direct hit as Sarfraz is just running across to collect.
दे दिए. शुक्र है नहीं दिए. दे दिए. नहीं, एक ही रन हुआ.
Good over from Hassan. The last
यार ये
one went for
कैमरामैन
runs.
क्या कर रहे हैं यार, इनका ये कौन सी ये 2 नंबर कैमरामैन ये लोग लाए हैं?
पता नहीं यार. Look at that throw from Malik was he had all 3 stumps to aim at, but Alex was well in.
पॉइंटलेस थ्रोज, सिर्फ क्राउड रिएक्शंस के लिए और कुछ भी नहीं है. देखो यार कितने पाकिस्तानी हमारी ग्रीन फैंस आए हुए हैं यार, और हम उतना ही गंद मार रहे हैं. बैडली प्लेड ग्रीन शिट्स वाला काम कर रहे हैं. Anyways, Hassan Ali steaming in once again.
Good length delivery, gets the outside edge, but the slip has been taken away. There is a third man, it'll just be a single.
बच बचाओ मोड में आए हुए हैं. 44 तो 280, तो अगर आप 60 भी लगा लो तो मुश्किल से 340 होते हैं अगर 10 एंड ओवर. अभी आमिर के 2 ओवर बाकी हैं और वहाब के भी बाकी हैं, तो लेट्स सी व्हाट्स गोना हैपन.
Ramiz Raja on Twitter, I don't mean to be disheartening, but this fielding from Pakistan is absolute rubbish.
यार ये डिसहार्टनिंग क्या है, ये तो फैक्ट है.
I do agree with Ramiz there.
Rambo.
Ramtastic as Hassan Ali will come in. Beautiful Yorker as Alex makes room, but he beats the man in the inner
तुम्हें
circle.
क्या जरूरत है ये कटर वटर मारने की यार, तुम अपनी यॉर्कर लेंथ ढूंढो. अजीब चूतिया बॉलें डाल रहे हो बार बार यार. अच्छी खासी तुम बॉलें बीट करा तो फिर एंड में आगे मरवा जाते हो ओवर. क्या जरूरत है ये कटरों वाले काम करने के यार, तुम क्या डेनिस लिली की औलाद हो?
Took the pace.
सीधा यॉर्कर मारो, खत्म करो यार.
Took the pace off
Jeeb
the ball
Khabib
there.
se, yeah.
Took the pace off the ball, Hassan Ali. But Alex was
I
smart
think we
enough.
need to ask questions, when will Hassan Ali be dropped? खत्म करो यार काम. इनको जब तक आप डंडा बम्बू नहीं देते तब तक ये सीधे.
Well, he wasn't playing the first game, was he?
The first game he was there यार, वहाब और ये हसन मुसलसल खेल रहे थे. लेकिन आई थिंक he needs to be dropped from the side यार. और क्या बंदा रह गया, फ़हीम अशरफ को भी हम 2 साल लेके चले हैं, उसको भी हमने on the eve of World Cup ड्रॉप कर दिया. इस भाईजान से कब सवाल जवाब होंगे?
Well, speaking of better bowlers, Mohammad Amir is back into the attack. 8 overs, 20 runs given, and just and taking 2 wickets as well. Australia currently looking ready for that 330 mark. Change of pace again from Mohammad Amir. It goes down to third man for a single. He's just been so hard to get away.
एक बंदा less than 4 के रन रेट पे जा रहा है और आप बाकी 6, 7, 8 पे जा रहे हो. क्या फ़ायदा हुआ आपकी बॉडियाँ और बिल्डों का और पेसों का अगर आपने यही हालत करनी. दिमाग भी तो चाहिए. Sean Tate 160 का बॉलर.
Take a look at that. Amir has an economy of 2.5.
Shaheen below 3. The rest are 7,
Shaheen
7
and Hassan
6.
both at 7. Wahab
What the
much
hell is
better
going
as
on
well
here?
at 6, and Hafiz has gone for over 8. Shoaib 6.5. Runs galore for everyone but Amir today in the Pakistan camp. Well, a first poor delivery that I've seen from Amir today. On the leg side, whipped away down to fine leg. It'll just go down for a single. And 288 for 5. Mohammad Amir 2 for 22 here. As we reach the business end of this Australian innings, where Pakistan are hoping they don't get to 350. We were hoping after the earlier wicket that they don't get to 300, but that's obviously not the case now. In the air, I think this is going to be Amir's 3rd wicket of the day. Marsh has put this high, and it's taken in the deep by Shoaib Malik. It's that man again. Mohammad Amir strikes for Pakistan. Sean Marsh has to go back after a pretty ordinary 23 off 26. He really didn't do much in his innings. He really didn't get going. But Pakistan are back in the hut to maybe close out this innings for less than 320 now. Pakistan team time and time again. As a Liverpool fan, I guess he knows about individual performances. He's also saying terrible attempt at censoring Khwaja. Hassan Ali deserves all of it.
Another wicket again there for Mohammad Amir. 8 wickets in 3 games यार. Sensational performance यार. अब तो कोई सवाल जवाब नहीं उठते भी आमिर पे, जितने भी आप कर लो. और जितने भी हम स्टैट्स इसके पीछे लगे होते हैं, ये इकोनॉमी रेट है, ये है फलाना ढमकाना, that all goes down the shit shoot when it comes to the big game. Because he's a big game player.
It was a gamble for Pakistan to pick him at this World Cup. His strike rate before the World Cup was over 120, Khwaja. And now it's below 20 this World Cup. Phenomenal.
94 मुझे याद है his last. He had 5 wickets in 14 games.
Yeah, in 2019 that was 120. It's just
what
a comeback this is from him as he continues here. Slower delivery this time, played away down to third man. Hassan Ali will collect. He's a good fielder in the deep, he is. As it'll just be a single.
Seriously, yeah.
Goes over the keeper's head.
यार it's so frustrating to see the position Australia in. यार we've bossed them यार. फिर भी हमने अपनी गलतियों पे इतने रन दिए उनको यार, समझ से बाहर है, क्या करें.
Catch taken by Shoaib Malik. He's done something right today at least.
हाँ, डीप फील्डर, ये एक ही उसकी सेविंग ग्रेस है कि डीप कैचेस ये अच्छे लेता है. बाकी तो ना ऐसे स्कोर होते हैं ना ऐसे बॉलिंग होती है. Purely as a Sialkoti quota खेल रहा है basically.
Mohammad Amr's only got an over left after this, so that's going to worry the Pakistanis a bit. And look at that, he's bowled.
I think we should save it till the end.
Oh, you think so?
बचा लो या शायद ये भी है कि विकेट निकाल लो.
Good delivery outside off, but it's a good shot from
NCN भी हमने देखा खतरनाक बैट्समैन है.
yeah, Nathan Coulter. No, I think you're the only one that calls him that though.
नहीं, NCN काफी चलता है.
आजा
इतना लंबा नाम है, पता नहीं क्या है. इसने
Nathan Coulter now.
5-6 नाम जोड़ के लगाए हुए हैं. वैसे do you believe in this philosophy of having the parents both surnames together in the name?
Well, my last name is my dad's last name, family name.
नहीं, वो तो हम सबका ही है, लेकिन आजकल एक फैशन बना हुआ है कि जी दोनों के नाम लगाओ.
I mean, that's what people. It really is up to the individual, I guess. What you get. Another good delivery from Amr, shaping away this time slightly from the left-hander. It'll just be another single, so 5 runs and a wicket. And the death bowling, this is as good as gold for Pakistan.
This is a clinic, a death bowling clinic.
It really is. 291 for 6. He's read the pitch well. He's bowled his lines and lengths properly. He didn't get wickets in the first spell, but he came back again to bowl even better for the Pakistanis. And I feel like the little chance that Pakistan are going to have chasing this score will be largely because of this 10 overs that Mohammad Amr has bowled.
बिल्कुल सही बात है. 330 तक यार आप उनको रोकना पड़ेगा, वरना anything more than that, what tough. And मसला ये, we've seen persistent movement off the pitch. Seam हो रही है ball.
You're right, absolutely right. Khwaja, that besides Warner and Finch, nobody's gotten going, right? Maxwell was bowled out early, and Mitch Marsh just wasted deliveries for Australia as well.
गया उसके फिर body पे दे रहा है.
Yeah. Hassan Ali gets away with that one because
Hassan Ali, तुम भी कहीं यार 14वीं का चांद होगी तुम्हारी विकेट यार, ले लो कुछ कर लो.
It's the ribs of Alex Carey this time for a dot ball. 291 for 6. Our Australia now creeping up to that 300 mark.
करवा रहा है, ना शेव अपनी बनाई हुई है, ना बॉलिंग हो रही है. ये क्या मलंग हुआ भाई.
जब तक स्वैगर नहीं होगा विकेट नहीं मिलेगी.
हाँ, और वो उसकी वो स्टूपिड, अब तो इतनी इमेच्योर छिचोरी लगती है वो सेलिब्रेशन यार. उसको भी यार तुम अब रिटायर कर दो यार. Act like you've been there.
When he's in form, it's been good. The Australians not completely content with this innings.
They're not satisfied at all.
As Hassan now steaming in at this time, short of the length delivery, gets the top edge into the deep, but I think it'll evade the fielder and go all the way for 4.
Very short bowling.
And again, Fakhar Zaman didn't attempt to dive at that either. So.
यार वो कहाँ से dive मारे? 1 bounce 4 हुआ, वो mid wicket यार सर्कल में खड़ा है, वो फखर जमान क्या करेगा उधर?
Top edge from Alex Carey. That
ये खड़ा है फखर जमान उधर. अच्छा वो उधर स्क्वायर लेग पे खड़ा था. यार another shit ball यार. आगे कराओ बॉल यार, आगे कराओ. बेचारे हमारे पाकिस्तानी फैन.
Again, a half shot from the Australians will yield a 4 for them, but I think there's been a change in the field now.
Which self-respecting fast bowler needs a deep mid wicket यार? Scene ही कोई नहीं है.
There he goes. Hassan Ali now continuing third ball of his over. This time another one into the ribs of Alex Carey. A bit low in the ribs actually, but a dot delivery nonetheless. 295 for 6. 62 runs have come off Hassan Ali's 8.2 overs. He's been expensive today.
ब्लॉक होल्ड बॉलिंग तो बिल्कुल ख़त्म ही हो गई है ना ये हसन अली की. पीएसएल में आके 15-15 20-20 विकेट ले जाता है, और इंटरनेशनल में आके से बॉल नहीं हो रही. पीएसएल में तुम न्यू बॉल पे इतनी प्यारी आउटस्विंग करा रहे हो, तो इधर तुमसे एक बॉल लाइन लेंथ पे नहीं हो रही.
We'll continue here. Hassan pick up his first World Cup wicket. I don't think he's gotten any so far. Did he pick up a wicket against England?
I don't think so, no.
We'll have to check, as this is a full length delivery. But this is just angled down to fine leg for 4. Oh, Wahab, brilliant fielding from him. Cuts it off, dives down to one leg. Maybe some of our fielders can learn from the Punjabi pace duo of Amr and Wahab how to field in the deep and bowl, because it's been brilliant from him today. Moving across the stumps is Carey. Smart shot from him nonetheless. If it hit him in the pad, though, it would have been a chance for Hassan Ali to open his wickets account at the World Cup. And a good, strong throw, a fast bowling throw from Wahab back to the keeper to keep it just at 1. 5 runs coming off of this over, which has been fairly poor from Hassan Ali. And NCN, as Khwaja puts it, is on strike. Good length delivery outside of off stump. But the edge is traveling quickly down to Wahab again, who's in business in that area. He's going to cut a tired figure after this innings. He's bowled his heart out and fielded well in the deep as well. Carey 55 of 35 against a very good Indian spin attack, and he went strong and hard at them. And I feel that if he had a batter at the other end, Australia may have been in business.
Bhuvneshwar wala double wicket over that changed the game.
It did, yeah.
It was right up there. Good innings again from Alex Carey. अच्छा player है यार, ऊपर भी खेल सकता है. I think he should play Test cricket too.
16 off 16. Good Yorker from Hassan Ali, and this time dug out from Kerry into the deep. That man Asif Ali, who's had a nightmare of in the field, will field it away for just a single. 7 coming off of the 46th, which is not bad considering Australia still haven't reached 300. The Desi cricketer saying his ego got the better of him after 2017. Well, cricket is a cruel game, and the Pakistani fans don't forget. So if you're not going to perform, we're going to call for your head. We were calling for the heads of Amr, and right now he's hero number 1 in Pakistan. There you go. So nobody wanted Wahab and Amr back in the side, but the PCB took a chance with them, and they've been phenomenal.
अगर जुनैद और शिनवारी इस पोजीशन में होते मैच में तो क्या
यार ख्वाजा, you can't predict anything because we were saying कि यार वहाब क्या करेगा साइड में, आमिर क्या करेगा साइड में.
यार मैं तो कह रहा था वहाब को लाओ वर्ल्ड कप में, आप मेरी ट्वीट्स निकालो.
चलो मैं कह रहा था कि they both.
मैं तो कह रहा था उमर अकमल को भी ले आओ. So एक ऑन टारगेट थी और एक वाइल्डली ऑफ टारगेट थी.
Yeah, Gopinath Kawal is saying he's been stubborn with his line length as well. Yeah, it's pretty evident in where he's been bowling. Ahmed Afzal, who's at work but is still tweeting us in today, skipping over his statistics duty today, and he's saying Amr to get a 5-4 in his last over. That'd be brilliant.
Why not? Cube nahi. Does Amr have a 5-4? I don't recall him having one.
Yeah, we gave quick delivery, slingy action from Wahab this time, a bit wide arm than he usually is, and it's just played away onto the leg side for a single. Asad is saying that Amr is not a gamble to pick for the World Cup. He should have been the first man on the team sheet. Man took out 3 top batsmen of the Champions Trophy.
148 kph from Wahab.
Yeah. He took out 3 top batsmen of the Champions Trophy final, and it was nothing for him. He's a big game player. And there's the aggression from Wahab that Agha was alluding to earlier, as Wahab will now continue 148 kilometers per hour. Oh, misses completely. He's gone. It's an edge. Nathan Coulter now is walking. He's got the outside edge as Sarfraz takes a brilliant catch. It was going away from him, not to the.
Well done, Vicky.
And Wahab picks up his 2nd wicket of the day. Second or first? Oh, what a catch from Wahab. Gets the inside edge. The keeper was wrong-footed there, but fell strongly to his leg side and picked up another catch for Pakistan.
Yet another World Cup wicket for Wahab Riaz.
Wahab Riaz, the man that you just can't keep out of this pace bowling outfit. 299 for 7. If Pakistan if Pakistan have caught the 3 catches, it would have been less than 300.
Yeah, we live in a circle of regrets. Pakistan cricket that's all it is. काश ये हो जाता, काश वो हो जाता. लेकिन देखो यार, अभी भी सीन है.
A lot of comments coming in from Moise, who's been pretty boisterous on the YouTube comments. He's saying, don't at me. Honestly, Junaid missed today. I want him to be kept only for these conditions. As long as a World Cup, you ain't getting flat all the way. He exploits the conditions better than Amr even. No, he has a point.
This is a myth.
No.
He has a pure myth.
You have to say he has a point here. I agree with him slightly. I might not agree with the fact that he's better than Amr, but he definitely has the ability to be better than Hassan.
He doesn't have the speed, yaar. Uski speed.
Amr's bowling at 80 miles per hour.
He's bowling as per the conditions. Nip kar raha hai ball.
No, listen,
140 touch kar leta hai.
On a green top, Junaid is a good bowler when the conditions are going.
Green top में तो मैं कहता हूँ खालिद महमूद भी बहुत अच्छा बॉलर है यार.
यार ऐसी बात तो नहीं है.
ग्रीन टॉप पे तो किसी को भी लगा.
हसन अली को आज मार पड़ी है कि नहीं पड़ी?
क्योंकि वो डंगर है ना, दिमाग नहीं इस्तेमाल कर रहा.
The Australian innings is a bit questionable. 146 for 1 and then double the score. There's 7 down. Another good delivery from Wahab. No single there as the man at point will run in quickly. I think Babar's not fielding at the first slip today because he's been pushed to point because Shadab's not playing. That's probably the reason why. But Fakhr can field away at point with Babar at first slip. I think Babar at first slip is a far better option than Asif.
Pat Cummins is only 130 in his ODI career.
Far better batsman than he, and his test numbers.
He will make test hundreds.
I think he already has one, right, against India down under.
I think 50, 100 nahi thi shayad.
It was the best batsman and bowler for the Aussies versus that series that India won down under in Australia.
Pace.
Look at that, Wahab again beating NCN or no Pat Cummins for pace.
Patty Cummins.
Patty Cummins just tried to.
Good catch there by Sarfraz.
Yeah, he's been good today. The captaincy from Sarfraz has been very good today.
Quite good.
And Wahab, no celebration, but more relief.
Sorry, yaar, bold nahi mara.
More relief for him as the catch hasn't been dropped this time. He has to work 3 times as hard as a regular bowler to get his wickets. And he's coming in again for his 5th delivery. That'll be a wide.
Oh, good ball.
That'll be a wide. Should have been given wide, but it's not been. Oh, one for the over. Looked like he was giving him out for some reason.
Everybody loves a pure fast bowler.
Oh, everybody. No matter where you're from, even if you're from India. They didn't like fast bowling because they didn't have any, but now they do and they enjoy it.
वो भी एक ही है मर के मिला.
Yeah, he's good, but he's phenomenal.
He's very good.
Yeah. Pat Cummins ducking under that. He's going to be dishing out some of those
please,
to our batsmen as well.
Yorker ball डालो, perfect block hold में और उसकी खलियां उड़ा दो. Wahab, yes.
Wahab now steaming in, full delivery on the pass this time, just a bit wavered, but the man at deep square should collect for just a single. They're coming back for a quick.
Good fielding.
No, it'll just be a single. The 300 comes up for Australia.
At long last.
It's been a decent effort from them, and I think it'll still be a very stiff chase.
27th over में 180 थे. For one.
It's still going to be a stiff chase for Pakistan, though, right?
No doubt. But I'm backing the boys. Yeah.
You got to back the first two. You got to back the top three. Babar Azam's got to score a big one today.
Oh yes.
Imam Al-Haq and Fakhar Zaman.
बातें बड़ी की हैं इमाम ने. He has to back up the top.
No doubt about it.
And he's good in run chases. He does well batting second.
Yeah, it's just about pacing yourself.
Asia Cup में अच्छी batting की थी.
You got to learn from the likes of Kohli, right? When he was batting against South Africa, he didn't rush it. You just have to hang in there and make sure you get enough time at the crease and you can go
Even
hard.
Even against the Aussies, he wasn't playing very fluently at all.
No, but you won the game because you just have to stick around long enough.
You only make runs when you're in the middle.
Yeah.
Simple si baat hai.
Pressure on Hassan Ali now because Wahab and Amr have come to the party. Even Shaheen has got wickets today.
Good ball.
Good delivery onto the pads of Pat Cummins, but he still manages to leak a single. As it'll bring Cummins on strike. 301 for 7 after 47.1. The run rate of 6.38. I would like to remind people the run rate was about 6.6 at around the 35th over. So Pakistan have done well to keep this Australian innings quiet.
Over 8 maybe we are not doing bad at all. We're doing right within the boundaries.
Well, he's already been fined once this World Cup, Sarfraz. 20%.
Really?
Yeah, 20% of his fees.
You have to be careful with those things. Lekin fast bowlers have done fairly well to keep the over 8 under control.
Here we go again. Hassan Ali Yorker this time, but it's dug out from Kerry onto the leg side. Mid-on will come around to collect, but it'll just be a single.
अब जब टेल भी आपके साथ आ जाती है तो जो सेट बैट्समैन है उसको भी थोड़ा केयरफुल होना पड़ता है कि यार मैं स्ट्राइक कितनी देनी है, बाउंड्री शॉट्स कब मारने हैं.
Yeah.
It's very tricky. I think one day ODI batting is the most difficult format for tail enders.
It is because you don't want to go.
T20 में तो pure slog है.
Yeah, you just come
टेस्ट
out.
में रोकना पड़ता है.
Yeah.
ODI में आपको सिंगल भी
You can't lose the wicket early and you can't really be slow either. Assad no short of superlatives here as he's saying that please don't bring up the great Imam Al-Haq when you talk about.
Edged, was it? Oh, good ball there from Hassan Ali.
No, it's not a wicket.
Oh yes, he's gone. Hassan Ali.
It's been given. It's given by the umpire. There's no.
Yes, he's got a wicket.
No celebration from the keeper. No celebration from Amr from Hassan either. But apparently Pat Cummins has gloved it straight to Sarfraz. It'll be another wicket for the Pakistanis. मैं सर पीट रहा हूँ यार, ये 300 से पहले आउट हो जाते अगर कैच पकड़ लेते हम.
बस यार, too many regrets. But ठीक है यार, कोई मसला नहीं है. ऑल आउट करो, मोमेंटम लेके जाओ, कोई मसला नहीं है यार. अभी भी गेम अपने हाथ में है, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है. Pat Cummins gone for 2. Hassan Ali gets his first wicket of CWC.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll back the comments a bit because what's his face, Moyes had a really good point that he was making.
और Finch भी यार रिव्यू पे बच गया यार. We have so many what ifs.
No, he was mentioning Moyes was mentioning that this is a 270 wicket. Now, considering the chances that Pakistan have given Australia, maybe it is a 270.
यार जो हमने विकेट ली है हमने खुद आउट किए. पिच का तो उसमें कोई कमाल नहीं था. You have to praise the bowling.
True, but the bowling was wayward in the first spell. So we don't really know what the pitch has in store for the bowlers because besides Amr, nobody really created those questions.
There's a bit of seam movement, but swing वगैरह कोई extravagant नहीं थी, and we've seen कि थोड़ा सा sunlight भी निकल आई है तो hopefully will break the wicket.
By the way, Moyes is Mad CFC from Twitch.
अच्छा, very nice.
Good to have you on board again. Srijan is saying Hassan is bowling poor and Wahab gold. Guess who's going to finish their spell? I hope it's. Well, I guess Hassan.
No,
I guess Hassan's going to finish his spell.
तीनों ही कराएंगे अपने लास्ट.
No, it'll be Hassan.
नहीं, सबके ओवर ही पूरे होंगे. I mean.
Hassan, Wahab के ओवर पूरे हो जाएंगे?
एक रह गया उसका भी.
हाँ.
और आमिर का भी एक रह गया. Come on, Hassan Ali, इसको बोल्ड मारो.
Right then, Hassan now coming in, beautiful Yorker, but it gets the leading edge if it hit the pads, and Stark would have been back in the hut as well.
Oof.
Ahmed Hassan is also coming in saying ये 270 की wicket थी.
यार अब रिग्रेट्स पे आप नहीं जी सकते. आपने you just have to bat well. 270 और 300 में आजकल क्या ही फर्क है यार. खत्म करो, आउट करो इनको. और शुक्र है कोई छिछोरा सेलिब्रेशन नहीं हमें देखने को मिली.
Yeah, not much to celebrate about for Hassan Ali today.
कर दो please यार.
302 for 8, 47.4. I don't mind the celebration if Pakistan are on form and Hassan Ali is on form, but he hasn't been so good short ball to start.
Good ball यार. नहीं बस.
Gone are the days. Yeah, gone are the days that the fast bowlers used to just respect their fellow pacemen and not bounce them.
नहीं वो fast
अब तो आके मतलब full full short bowling होती है.
हौसले बुलंद है पाकिस्तान क्राउड के, लेकिन ऑजी bowling is also ferocious.
It is, but this is a great comeback for the Pakistani bowlers. I know the fielders haven't really paid testament to Amr
यार
and
go
Wahab's
green
bowling.
ज़्यादा straight forward हमारा hashtag नहीं बन सकता था. We have, we will से.
यार इतने अच्छे दिल दिल पाकिस्तान आपका हैशटैग बन सकता था. पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद आपका हैशटैग बन सकता था.
वो तो है ही, right there for the taking.
Why not? What's wrong with that? Come on, Aussie is a hashtag. It's a great hashtag. It's a, and I think
ball.
that's, is it gonna be called wide? No, it's
सरफराज अंपायर को देख ही नहीं रहा, वो बस चली जा.
So
Good over there from Hassan Ali.
yeah, good comeback there. Just a couple runs and a wicket. Australia are 302 for 8 after 48 overs. Two overs left for them. So even if
At
they
one
get
stage we were happy to have 330. अब तो यार 300.
well, yeah, but let's say if they squeeze their way through to 320 here, it'd be very good for the Australians as
नहीं
well.
यार, अब 320 अगर हम देंगे तो अब हम disappoint होंगे. अब कोई सीन नहीं है 320 देने का. इनको all out करो.
So much of this is going to depend on Fakhr Zaman and Imam Al-Haq and how well they
It's
go.
all यार top 3 ने ये गेम डिसाइड करनी है, क्योंकि ऑजीज को अगर आप विकेट्स दे दो तो फिर वो एग्रेसिव बॉलिंग कराएंगे तो यार उनको रोकना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा.
Yeah, it's a team that you can counteract against, right? If you go hard at them, if you get some runs on the board.
यार आई एम जस्ट वंडरिंग एक्स्ट्रा रन्स, एक तो 19 हमने एक्स्ट्रास दिए हैं, ऊपर से हमने कितने उनको रन्स दिए हैं यार, ड्रॉप कैचेस एंड बैड फील्डिंग. ये कल मोहम्मद अमी है,
Last over for him. Oh, it's got to be an edge, but it won't carry to the man at fine leg. Shaheen Afridi fielding there. Another change of pace from Amr that's worked for him. 303 for 8
all
now.
4 of our pacers have taken wickets today. When was the last time that happened?
It's been a while.
It must have been in CT17.
Yeah, because the pace unit for Pakistan has been fairly ordinary since that 2017 Champions Trophy triumph. Some interesting scorecards here. Amr has been the pick of the bowlers, 3 wickets for 26 in his 9.1.
2
What
maidens
an
as well, yeah.
Insane economy rate for him today. Shaheen's gone for plenty, but picked up 2 wickets, 70 in his 10. Hassan has finished his 10 for just marginally less, but picked up just the only wicket of the number 9 batsman. As Stark is getting ready again off the pads. Poor delivery from Amr. It's just going to be a single in the deep.
Economy rate का सोच रहा है, wickets का नहीं सोच रहा है.
He needs wickets here because if even every 10 or 15 runs here will change the game in the favor of Australia here, it's best to bowl them out as soon as possible.
He's been really good with those off cutters today. That only the one to Sean Marsh was a pacey delivery. Baki to he just fooled them with the length and his changes of pace. And Amir once again, yaar, our top bowler in the big stage.
But you have to say Wahab won't finish his quota. Oh, beautiful! That's out!
Amir strikes again.
What a delivery that is! That is a Waqar Yunus toe crusher from Muhammad Amir. It's hit him straight full on the foot. It is crashing in the middle stump, but somehow Alex Carey has reviewed it. So the only question here is that there might be a thick inside edge here, but that's the only way Carey is escaping the wrath of Amir.
Sensational bowling here from Mohammad Amir. A touch of reverse, some speed, and right, deadly accurate in the block hold. And agar Carey ne isko nahi mara, pen he's dead. He's gone.
Yeah, let's have a look at this.
He's missed it. That.
Oh, it
should
might be going
out.
down leg.
नहीं umpire's call हो जाएगा यार. Tension ना को. और एनादी पैना नु down leg. मिल जाएगी wicket यार.
Yeah, it could be clipping, like Khwaja mentioned, in a more artistic manner. But yeah,
It's hit fairly straight, yaar.
It has.
Middle and leg के बीच में लगी है ball.
I don't know why they haven't gone to Snicko yet, because it doesn't look like there's a...
What the hell? नहीं अभी हो रहा है, डाउनलोड हो रहा है. यार ये लोड होने में इतनी देर क्यों लगती है यार? कितना रैम है इनके पीसीओ में यार?
The newlywed in the crowd is singling that out. So there's no edge on that.
Yeah, no edge there.
Yeah, there's no edge. So let's go to bring a ball tracking, as you would say.
Minare Pakistan view. यार वैसे that video has इतनी लंबी चल गई. I didn't expect. I thought it'd be mega lame. But
no, it was quite good. Quite good.
वो धर्मसेना को सुने.
धर्मसेना भी सुनी.
धर्मसेना को सुन के मैंने कहा यार ये क्या हो रहा है? Ashes में था or something.
The Ashes coming up. Who are you back in there?
Of course, Angrez. Yeah, I love the English Test team.
Yeah.
They're my favorite team for sure.
Even though Captain Cooker is out of the way.
यार मेरा favorite player था.
I do miss him. Let's take a look at the ball tracking. Yeah, I think that's out. I think that's going to straight a bit.
Got him.
Yeah,
that didn't look hitting. Yeah. But hitting हो गई pure.
A little bit of Mahali action happening here for the Pakistanis.
चलो यार आमिर 5 ले जाओ यार.
Right then, number 11 for Cricket Australia is now walking out to the middle. With Stork 1 off 4. Carey played a decent hand, 20 off 21, but the death overs has been poor for Australia so far, and that is because of Pakistan's exceptional bowling. Even Hassan Ali coming to the party with his latter overs. 304 for 9 now. If they can bowl them out in this over, it would be a phenomenal comeback. A few people on Twitter are a bit upset because Wahab is not going to be able to finish his quota of bowling.
कराएगा यार उसका रह गया एक ओवर
No, even if he finishes that, he'll have an over left.
really कोई मसला नहीं है यार ना
Right then, here we go. 5-wicket haul like Assad had called. In for Amr now. He's got 3 deliveries to get it outside
Catch!
off. It's driven
Oh.
uppish, but the man in the deep will collect. It'll just be a single. Australia moved to 305 as Amr is all smiles today. Good to see this man happy with his cricketing
taking
performances.
wickets, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's not
जब
happy.
आमिर विकेट लेता तो पाकिस्तान के मैच की वाइब ही अलग होती
Vibe, that's true. My mom is a big fan of Mohammad Amr. She's
Acha.
yeah, she just wants him in the side for this same reason, for the vibe that he carries when he's on form, and he's surely carrying that today.
back to pack shirts all over the ground. Very good crowd in for us.
Full delivery on the
Nahi
pads.
yaar.
Poor one for Amir. It'll go to fine leg.
Oh, fielding,
what
Shaheen Shah.
Brilliant effort
Oi,
from
oi,
Shaheen.
oi.
A diving
Amazing.
one-hander that'll keep it to 2. To save 2 runs for his side. And if Pakistan win by 2 runs, you know who the man of the match is going to.
Shaheen Shah. Look
So,
at the crowd all
Multan Sultan fans,
Multan Sultan
the one of his
fans.
kind, a very a rare, who's come out to.
Look at the crowd यार हम इनके लिए अगर हम नहीं जीते फिर तो हम पे लानत है यार.
Nice, and Imam was also clapping away at Shaheen Afridi.
Last
A
ball
Pakistani
there.
umpire has passed away a couple of days ago.
Riazuddin.
Riazuddin, the first, I think, on the panel, of the ICC panel.
Catch.
In the air, but it'll clear the rope. Take it!
5 wickets for Mohammad Amir.
Shoaib Malik will get the catch in the deep. Australia have been bowled out for 307 after an opening partnership of 146. Mohammad Amir 5 for 30. He's well and truly arrived at the World Cup, and it's been a phenomenal effort from him, individually complimented by Wahab Riaz, enveloped by Hassan Ali and Shaheen Afridi, and I think Pakistan should look to chase this in 45 overs.
यार हम 325 330 के ख्वाब देख रहे थे. 307 all out. Mohammad Amir 5 wickets. पता नहीं कितने सालों बाद हम देख रहे हैं हम in the wickets.
I have
What
to
an
say,
amazing
I have
performance.
never been, and I have been wrong so many times in my life, but I don't
No
think,
doubt.
but I don't think I've been ever more wrong. I wanted Amir far away from this World Cup squad in this World Cup playing 11. I thought his strike rate of 120 was horrendous, but people were always in my ear about the fact that he's a big game player. He'll deliver at the World Cup. He's been drafted in for I don't know what reason, but he's come to the big stage and delivered 5 for 30 as we're going to go on a 40-minute inning break. And last final remarks from Desi cricketer Khwaja sir, did you have a good birthday?
It was extremely boring लेकिन अब मोहम्मद आमिर की 5 विकेट देख के मुझे बर्थडे प्रेजेंट मिल गया. अब बस
There you go.
जीतना है मैच.
Siddakhlo. 308 to win for Fakhar Zaman, Imam ul Haq, and the rest of the Pakistani batting lineup.
को नहीं दिखाओ यार. एक अच्छा काम हुआ हमारे बॉलरों ने किया. साथ ही चवल को दिखा देते हैं और मूड का तहस नहस कर देते हैं.
Right then, we'll be on Twitter and Instagram during the innings break. Join us there. Live commentary will continue as Fakhar and Imam will come out to chase 308. We're feeling good about this, or the Pakistan fans, and we're feeling good about what has been a good comeback in the bowling department for Pakistan. See you in 40 minutes.